What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples?
Salute. Denzel Horton in the building. This dude keep me on point all day. He don't let me slide not one bit.
He a real one.
Bro, he come on my channel like, what? What'd you say?
He a real one.
You making me change my I mean, right, Denzel? I'll be like,
he a real one.
I mean, Rich Porter.
Get it.
Well, third, simple, NSU.
What's goody, peoples?
7 Grams said, I got the quarter for you, man. I got the quarter water, baby.
Quarter waters.
I got you all day.
Yeah, my peoples. My peopleizations.
Easy.
What's goody? What's goody? We in the building. Hey, Curry, peace, blessing, beautiful queen. Hey, Curry's in the building.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me hold on 1 second. You can shout everybody out. Just give me a second, please.
No doubt. Salute to Southwest Dice in the building. Yeah. Arizona Scorpions in the building. What up, doe? Yeah, Eastside, my dude in the building. What we dealing with here? Let's check it out here. We got what up to Blue and Clay, PK, TK in the building. Yeah, Marlo, so cool in the building. Curtis Gilliam. Hey, can't stop eating that grits and waffles. That's a funny combination. Grits and waffles. I guess we could talk about it later. Salute to Paul Smith in the building. Yeah. Who else we got here in the building, man? I'm trying to scan through y'all, man. Y'all say something to me. Just being E in the building, actually the first one in the building. Salute. I already said what's up to Denzel Horton for Sholey. Sean in the building. Hey, King Brian, what's hoodie? What's really good? Yeah, if Brooklyn's in the house, say what up, though. Brooklyn Outlaw in the building. Kiki in the building. I know that. Christopher Bowen, salute. Blue Chris said, what's up? He ain't say what's up to me. He said, what's up to you, man? So, salute to Christopher Bowen in the building. Race Pacer in the building. Salute to the king. Race Pacer, Morgan Bear. Before I say what's up to you, let me see what you're talking about. What's up, Blue Blood? So T.O. saw how bad Boots looked in that last fight. Now he want to fight him. Wow. Salute to Morgan Bear. Yeah, we got to talk about it. T.O. sees something. He sees something for sure going on with Jerron Boots Ennis that he thinks he could take advantage of. I wonder what it is. Michael Castle in the building. Salute, Michael Castle. I appreciate you, brother. Says you boys are the truth. Don't trust any other boxing podcast, but y'all salute generals. Oh man, salute, man. Thank you, family. Thank you. Colin Frederick in the building said, what's up, Blue? Yeah, Enzo 88 in the building. With the salute on there. Race Pacer said, press the like button, family. Y'all better listen to Race Pacer. The fans corner, salute to the queen. Jay Lynn in the building. Salute to the queen. Let's get it. DeWare, salute to DeWare in the building. Yeah, they popping in slow, but they coming in, Blue. They coming in. Christopher Bowen says, what up to you too, brother? Haven't been in for a while. I'm not familiar. Oh, I didn't take it personal, Christopher. I'm just playing around, man. I know how it is, man. Blue Blood, the GOAT, you know what I mean? I'm up here, you know what I mean? You'll get to know me, right? Hopefully you like me like Blue one day. Curtis Gilliam in the building. Hey, back in balance, says Blue. What's hood? Paul Porter in the building. Says, what up, Blue and Claymore and Tiana Scott. Salute to the queen, Tiana. Salute. Right, Christopher Bowen. For sure, you know what I mean? You never know. A whole lot of building to do today, man. Yeah, we're going to talk about LT in the building. GG Champ 15 in the building. Yeah. I'm going to build on it today. So much to talk about. So much. Do y'all see the fight happen in first quarter 2025? Probably. If it's going to come together, I'm hearing rumors that it might be a little bit conflict of interest going on when it does come out. Maybe we might talk about that later. You know what I mean? Maybe we might talk about that later. I'm not sure. It might be a little conflict of interest, but it might be happening first quarter of the year. I would think it is. It really, when you think about the fact that Deron Ennis is trying to get on schedule to defend and unify with one of the champions, you would think it would happen in the first quarter. That way, it frees them up around the same time that all the champions are going to be freed up. Third-ish quarter of the year, right? Third quarter of the year, he probably wants to get in there with a Brian Norman or something like that, but I'm sure we'll talk about it. Bloodshot 610, click, clap. Salute to the brother Blue. What's good, Jalen? Let me see. Boots gonna fold T.O. like a lawn chair. More than likely, Poe Porter. More than likely, man. Salute to Alex Glover in the building. Alex Glover, what it do? Was hoodie, was goody, was goody, was hood. Yeah, man. We never know, man. But I would think that this fight would probably happen sometime in March or something like that. You see how Turkey coming in like a whole tsunami in 2025. So much going on just in the first quarter of the year. But look, PBC looking pretty busy for the first quarter of the year too, man. So shout out to the PBC. Let's hope they keep it consistent. Salute to Jalen. Jalen with the money shot. Hey.
Blessings. Hey, so this is gonna be a huge year, ain't it?
Listen,
if all goes the way it's supposed to go, right?
Great job.
Boxing should be top notch, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It should be top notch. Number 3, what's up, family? JJ Short Deuce, what's up? It should be top notch. I'm sorry, people, I can't hit the way it's set up. I don't have my other laptop, so I can't hit the heart. But peace, bless to the Queen Kiki. She's in the building, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. She said, "Peace and blessings, always blessings to you, Queen. We appreciate you 1,000%." So, if all goes well, go ahead for 2025. Keyshawn Davis versus Dennis Berinchyk, February 15th.
Right.
February 1st, Benavidez. In February, we got 2 massive fights.
Yeah.
February 1st, Benavidez versus David Morrell and the undercard for that fight.
Right.
February 15th, we got
Keyshawn
versus Berinchyk. 2 weeks later, we got
February
Tank versus Lamont Roach.
Right.
2 weeks after that, I think they're going to move it because this is what I was told. They want to do the Boots-Teofimo fight for St. Patrick's Day in New York, which would be March 15th.
Okay, not March 1st.
Not March 1st. I know Bob initially said March 1st, but I talked to people at Top Rank, and they said they really want to target March 15th.
Okay.
It gives its leeway, right? And St. Patrick's Day weekend, you know, you from New York, you know how big that is here. And they want to do it at Madison Square Garden. So that makes sense.
That's a good fight, boy.
Right. So that makes sense, right? And why, you know, it's not
But what about February 22nd, man? The greatest card ever made.
Oh man, I forgot about that, Clay. How did I just jump over that?
I'm like, February 22nd, man. They're gonna move the whole card, man. That card
I jumped right over that.
That's the one. That's the one that's gonna make the year go crazy. That's the one that's gonna put every single promotional platform on blast. Like, step your game up.
I just completely glanced over that. I've been looking forward to that. So, and that's one of the topics we talk about, the Madrimov pulling out. Like he ain't want no kids instead of fighting Serhii Bohachuk, right?
Yo, Madrimov pullout game is second to none, bro.
Yeah. Julio Gonzalez said that might be because Tank's supposed to be fighting March 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And why do you want to compete with him unnecessarily? It's not necessary. Right.
Especially how everybody's acting about it. So might as well. I think that's a solid move by Turkey just to be like, we ain't even on that time. That's not even what it's about.
But my thing is, right, in Clay, why compete with any boxing card? Don't you? It's not necessary to try to show them up. It's not necessary to try to. You're going to lose either way. Not that you. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say you did 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Well, if Tank wasn't fighting and there was no other boxing on that day, you add another at least 200,000. So Why? Let's say you did 500,000 and he did 150,000. Yeah, you showed him out, but that 150,000 that he did could have been added to yours if there was nothing else to watch but yours.
100%. There's no reason to play that. Yeah.
There's no reason to play that game because he's going to have people. It's not like we know people are going to support Tank Davis fight. That's number one, right? Number two, why would you be in the same city with it? Because they're gonna fight at the Tank gonna fight the Barclay. They're gonna fight at Madison Square Garden.
Oh yeah, that would be diabolical if they did that. Oh my God, bro,
that's diabolical.
Yeah, if they would have sat there and did it at Madison, yo, that'd have been crazy. That'd have been funny as hell.
So you're gonna do that on the first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then have in the same city. That don't make sense. You're gonna lose.
They might literally brawl out off that. That might be a brawl in the city off that, just off the. Yeah.
You're gonna lose. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to lose 15,000 people because 15,000 people is going to show up to the Barclays Center for Tank.
Big facts. Big facts.
I don't care who he's fighting. They're going to show up for Tank.
That's a fact.
It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So why play that game? Let's say you do. It just don't make sense. It's pointless. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the same city at the same time. Like, bro, even if you outdo him, you still losing because if there was nothing else on, it makes sense.
Right. 100%.
Great question, Christopher the Prophet. He said, "Will we be surprised if Teo pulled off the upset against Boots or not? If the fight even happens, would I be surprised? No. Reason I won't be surprised is because Teofimo has shown, he's shown when he's in big fights that he just rises to the occasion, right? Yeah. So, and regardless, I don't like his character. I don't like what he stands for." But as a boxer, you can't deny the dude got talent. He's skilled. He's explosive. You know what I'm saying? Teo, this is, these are the moments that he lives for. So would I be surprised? No. But do I believe it's going to happen? No. I think I think
also Boots is going to step up to the occasion as far as when he gets a big fight. I think we have a good chance of seeing the best Boots we've ever seen.
Yeah. Anthony Dando, salute to your family. He said you're looking very dangerous, Blue. Blue mate those healthy meals are working a treat. Keep up the great work you're doing. You're a funny dude. In good way, absolutely. Keep it real. Keep it real and not scared to tell the truth. Salute to you, Anthony Dando. Much love to your family. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. I've been on it, man. I'm on the grind, man. I get my gallon of water in every day. Doc got me on a diet. I had to go back to the diet because I jumped off the diet for a couple of months. But I'm back on it. It's not easy, but I'm making it work. I'm setting goals, Clay. I'm setting little goals.
I'm trying to set these goals, man. I feel like I get distracted. I got a wife who cook like she ain't got no damn sense. And I got
same here, man. My wife be having all types of pies and cakes and try this and try that. No. I'm not even eating watermelon because I'm staying away from sugar. And watermelon is the number one fruit with the most sugar in it. Yeah,
that would have been number one.
You know what, Clay? You might be right. I think watermelon is number 2. Yeah, banana is number 1.
Yeah.
So,
salute, Mr. Lightning.
Man, listen. I'd be like, nah, not happening. No, sir.
I need to get on it, man. I'm trying to really.
Yeah, so I set dates. You know what I do? I just set dates and goals. Like, right now, I'm like, you know what? By my wife's birthday, I want to be X, Y, and Z pounds.
Right.
And by the time we do the show, I want to be X, Y, and Z pounds. By the time my birthday come in March, I want to be X, Y, and Z pounds. By May, I should be at my goal for the summer. and maintain throughout the summer. You know what I mean? Yeah, King Brian. We saw the situation with Floyd. I actually put up a short about that. My brother Ray Davis, what's up, family?
Salute, Ray.
Floyd didn't get beat up, but he did get run up out of town. Now I'm seeing different things. Some people said that he got hit. Some people say he didn't. I ain't see him get hit. I got 2 videos, and I put up 2 shorts. I put up a short with both videos attached. And hey, that's what happens when you that's what happens when you embark on things that ain't got nothing to do with you. Mind your business.
Straight up.
Yeah, that's mind your business. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Clay. What's your thoughts? Would you be surprised if Tio upset Boots?
Not at all, man. I wouldn't be. Let me be honest. Let me not lie. Yeah, I would be. I would be shocked. But I wouldn't be at the same time, right? Like, I know Tio is a capable opponent. You know what I mean? And I know if the wrong boot shows up, I don't see Tio beating the best Boots. I'd be surprised to see Boots be the best version of himself, a version of himself that we've only seen in the best case scenario, like stepping up and taking his fight seriously, and Tio beating that Boots. But what I do expect and I hope is that it's a competitive fight. I hope that the best version of Tio shows up. I think if the best version of Boots shows up, then we win as a fans, obviously, because we see a real competitive fight. I think some people are expecting Boots-Ennis to just steamroll Tio. I don't see that. I think Tio's too smart to just be steamrolled. But at the same exact time, I do expect to see something real athletic, and I'm expecting to see a real high pedigree of actual boxing happening in that ring. I don't expect it to be a fight. If Teofimo fights Boots, he loses quicker. If Boots tries to only outbox Tio, he plays into Tio's game. It's going to be interesting though to see how Eddie Reynoso and Tio Senior and they come together and put a strategy together. Because I'll tell you this right now, Tio will not freestyle his way into a competitive fight with Jon Boots-Ennis. He's going to have a strategy. He's going to have a game plan on how to attack this athletic puncher boxer called Jon Boots-Ennis.
And here's the thing, right? Vice versa. Vice versa. Boots is going to have to need to game plan because Tio don't have nothing to lose in this fight.
No.
Right? He's in a win-win situation, right? Boots is in a lose-lose situation, right? Same situation that Errol Spence was in with Mikey Garcia, right? Boots is in a situation where you fighting a guy who's a junior welterweight. You didn't look good in your last fight. You considered a massive size welterweight yourself, right? So when you put all those things together, right? You got to understand that people are looking at you sideways. Another thing, you just
didn't take that Virgil fight at 154.
Exactly. You didn't take the Virgil Ortiz fight. It looked like you ducking Virgil Ortiz.
Right.
And now you said you only want unifications. This is not a unification. And he's a junior welterweight.
Yeah.
And you didn't look good against Karen Kugajin.
Right.
And you said you was going to knock him out and you didn't.
Right.
You did drop him. And the thing is about Karen Kugajin, he didn't come to survive.
Right.
He was there.
Yeah, you put hands on him and everything. He gave you the opportunity to knock him out. He took a knee and everything to stop him. So, yeah, you blow this fight with Teofimo, and it puts a whole lot of stuff that's happened to you in the second half of 2024 in perspective. It puts all that stuff into perspective. It makes everybody look at that situation and go, well, this, and this. Oh, and this. Oh, he really must just be. This really takes your whole market value down to the bottom in a real way. So yeah, everything to lose. I don't want to say nothing to gain because winning is always good, but I agree with you.
He gains popularity.
Right.
That's it. That's all. nobody's going to give him credit. People already like, man, you can't be serious. Our nephew for surely showing, I don't think so. I think just stay active. Got the winner of WBC fight. Forget the Ortiz fight. Dude ducked him as well. Yes, Ortiz did duck him. But here's the thing. It was expected that Ortiz was going to duck him. It wasn't expected that Boots was going to, quote unquote, duck Vergil Ortiz when the opportunity came. That's the difference, is that people expected Boots to take any and all challenges, seeing as though he was considered the boogeyman. Vergil Ortiz was never considered the boogeyman. He was just considered a very good fighter at a high level, and he had a lot of expectations, but he was never considered the boogeyman. Boots was considered the boogeyman that everybody was ducking. That's the difference. So when the fights presented itself and you don't take the fights, it looks bad. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
That's where the difference lies between the two. That's where the difference lies between the two. Vergil, no doubt. Remember, Vergil Ortiz and his team said they needed 48 months before they fight Boots. We could count. That's 4 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at that time, and it was expected, and nobody let Vergil slide. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody gave Clarence McClain. What's up, family? Nobody DBJ. It's just the notion is the idea that he ducked Ortiz because he didn't take the fight. It looked bad on him, right, Clay?
Mm-hmm.
When he said, "I didn't know about the negotiations," he worded that all wrong. He should have said, "Listen, I knew about the negotiations. They offered at 147. I said, okay, if they're going to do it at 147 because I want to stay at 147. Then they said, no, 154. And I said, oh, well, how long I got to think about that? And they said, you got 24 to 48 hours. And that was a decision I wasn't ready to make because I wasn't ready to move up to 54 because once I go to 54, I'm not coming back down. That's the way he should have said it.
Right. Yeah. He should, 100%. Very that way, at least if not that way, express that. Like however you start saying, but that should have been the energy that came out. The instead of making it look like the reason it didn't happen is because.
Right. The problem that why he's getting so much slack is because he came out and said he didn't know nothing about it. That was like, bro, what are you talking about? The entire world knew. I mean, come on. There's no way. And then
I think Boots, I think, articulating these things is for some people it's easier than others. I'll say it like that. And I'll say I think his words meant when he said negotiate, he meant I didn't know I was on that card already. How could I be on that card and I didn't sign a contract, right? He meant that type of energy. Like if they put me on that card, it's not because I signed a contract and said I'm going to be on that card. They assumed I was going to be on that card. Because when he explains it the right way, but he still uses the wrong words. Like in the interview, he said, right, he's like, I knew about it. Eddie came at me. He gives the whole story that makes it clear that he clearly, like, it's like he told on himself, right? Like he's telling you I knew about it, but at the same time, he's saying I didn't know about it. It's like you just literally explaining the whole thing in a way where you couldn't have known about it. But he's thinking negotiations, or he's using the word negotiations in replacement of I didn't sign a contract. You know what I'm saying? I didn't agree on paper to do it. Yeah, they were asking me to do it. Yeah, I knew they wanted me to do it. They came at me to do it in a certain way and changed it. Then Eddie told me 24 to 48 hours before they wanted the deadline, and I was like, I didn't have enough time.
Right.
You know? I do put it on Eddie as well a little bit. I think Eddie should have mediated and communicated better for his client, being that Boots is not there to speak for himself, but constantly putting it on Boots every time they called him about what's going on, where's the contract. I'm waiting on Boots. I'm waiting on Boots. I'm waiting on Boots. And then it sounds like, I'm pretty sure he's going to go this way or that way. I think he should have just understood and knew already. Not enough time. Boots wants to stay at 147. I don't think we're going to do that. And kept it.
What Eddie should have did was the moment that Boots showed hesitation, he should have been like, all right, let's go elsewhere.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, because the hesitation told us that he didn't want to fight at 154. He didn't want to move up yet. You know what I'm saying? So right then we knew, okay, cool. You ain't trying to move up. You know what I'm saying? It go like this, Clay. Just like and I'm not comparing them to a woman. I'm just using an example, right? But Clay, when you ask your wife, "Hey, babe, what you want to go out to eat?" and you want to eat Chinese today, and she like, yeah, right then and there, you know we ain't going to eat Chinese. We ain't going to eat Chinese. You know what I'm saying?
Just tell me what else you want to do. We don't got to.
It is. Right. It is. Let's not waste this time. You're getting ready to waste my time. The moment you said, all right, let's go elsewhere. A1 Hoops on Manuel H. What's up, family? How you feeling? Sam, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. On the super chat. Salute, Blue and Clay. If Boots beats Teo, does that add to his legacy or not? Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's a lineal champion, a 2-time lineal champ. Right. And you know what I'm saying, and you know some people consider him undisputed in a way, right? Because he beat Josh Taylor, and Josh Taylor never got beat for his belts and things like that. And what happened, obviously, at 135, he's a decorated fighter, man. I think they'll speak on it. They'll speak on it.
He beat the unified champion in Lomachenko.
Right.
He beat the unified champion in Lomachenko. He beat the undisputed champion in Josh Taylor. Right. He made a statement. You know what I'm saying? And he beat them convincingly. He didn't just beat them, but he beat them convincingly. It's the way he beat them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that you know that elevate his status. And he did it. Keep in mind, he beat Lomachenko with 13 fights, and he beat Richie Comey with 12 fights.
Right.
For the belt, he knocked out Richard Comey for his belt. Then he dominated Lomachenko for the unification bout, and then he dominated Josh Taylor.
Yeah,
he beat Josh Taylor way more convincing than Jack Catterall.
Oh yeah, he spanked Josh Taylor. He actually saw the play.
You know what I'm saying? And then knocked out Richie Comey. So, but then the thing that taints Teofimo is his character, the things he says outside the ring, and when he has fights with Jermaine Ortiz, no disrespect to these fighters, Sandor Martin, Jermaine Ortiz, and arguably losing these fights.
Even the fight he had with Claggett looked bad. He didn't look like
fight with Steve Claggett looked nasty work. You know what I'm saying?
Punched on.
And the Cambosis fight. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Supreme Montana said the fight was close with Loma. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Loma had Teo changed his game plan. Watch the fight again. He won the first 7 rounds handily. Loma didn't even win. He didn't even throw double-digit punches in the first 7 rounds. Right? Loma lost the first 7 rounds easy. It was 7-0. The fight was over. Loma needed a knockout. But what happened was Teo then thought that he was going to knock out Loma because he thought Loma was going to get desperate. Remember, Clay, he switched to the shoulder roll. He started being flat-footed, trying to stand right in front of Loma, and then Loma flipped that switch. If you're predictable in front of Lomachenko, he's going to have big moments, period. And the same thing Devin Haney did. And guess what? They did the same exact thing. Loma won the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th round. And then he lost the 12th round.
Right.
But he looked so dazzling in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th round. And I think it was the 10th round, looked like he was getting ready to stop Teo at one point. Right? He was battering Teo, right? But then Teo flipped the switch back in the 12th round and beat the brakes off of Loma in the 12th round. Then I thought he was going to stop Loma in the 12th round. Right? So, I mean, and then the same thing with Devin Haney. You know what I mean? 8, 9, 10, and 11. Those are the rounds that Loma did his big numbers. He made a statement in those rounds. And then in the 12th round, what did Devin Haney do? Took control and dominated the 12th round. And so but then he fought Sandor Martin. He got dropped twice. I don't care what nobody says. They should have counted that second one. It was identical to the first one. How is it not a knockdown? If they count that as a knockdown, he lost the fight.
Right.
So he fights to the level of his competition, literally.
Yep.
Literally. He fights to the level of his competition. And so with that said, Boots is going to bring out the best version of Teo. That's why it's interesting to me.
Yeah. I'm interested in seeing the fight because I think it's going to be I think both fighters benefit from the fight. You know what I mean? Obviously, Boots doesn't want to lose his fight, but I think Teo looks good even in defeat. I'm trying to be great and really showing out and really competing at a high level. You know, looks good for him. I'm interested in so Turkey's putting this together. Am I correct? It's a Riyadh season situation, right?
It's Riyadh season, but it's joint. It's ESPN and DAZN.
Exactly. Well, because we know this is a big year for ESPN. You know what I mean? ESPN wants to put some big events together. They're going to be very motivated to put big events together. They're on that PBC Showtime train. As far as that last year, you know how PBC did real great with Showtime that last year. They put on all those events. Mm-hmm. I think I'm looking for ESPN and Bob Arum to be part of some big events, if not put on some big events. So this is a big event for Teo because this is about his future. This is about Top Rank's future a little bit. You know, with Bob Arum's relationship with Turkey, and obviously Boots Ennis also opening the relationship with Turkey, hopefully in the right foot, because it didn't sound like Turkey was necessarily so happy with him with the way the Virgil Ortiz situation went out. So these guys have every motivation. They're going to get their big payday. Teo should be happy. He's finally going to get his big payday. And this could be the beginning of the second chapter of their careers, both of them. So they're going to put it all on the line that night.
My brother said, would I say Supreme Montana? Would you say he beat Loma better than Devin? Yes. I think he beat Devin. I think he beat Loma cleaner than Devin did. Devin did a lot of body work against Loma that Teo did a lot of mixing it up.
Yeah. Right. Teo actually was like beating Loma. Like really like one-siding it, like really showing like levels to the game. Loma competed more with Devin. He competed.
Devin strategically beat Loma, right? Like the body work, it was a strategy, right? So he outsmarted him. He was going to the body, controlling the distance, making a miss, things like that, right? Teo was just beating him up. Like Loma was hesitant, right? Oddly enough, though, he didn't throw double-digit punches against neither one of them until after the 7th round. Did you know that, Clay? That's why I said it was pretty much identical. They did it different, but it was identical. You know what I'm saying? The circumstances is identical, but I just think that Teo where Devin had some close rounds in the first 7 rounds where you could be like, did he not? Now I thought that Devin won, right? But Teo and Loma, there was no doubt that Teo won those rounds. Like he left Loma did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like he just completely was inactive because he didn't want to get hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was still slightly aggressive with Devin, like coming forward, trying to find angles. That's what made it close. He was throwing punches, not double-digit punches, but he was trying to find angles. With Teo, he wasn't coming forward. He was just trying to make Teo miss. He didn't want to get hit. So I think Teo won more convincingly, in my opinion. Right? I thought he beat him cleaner.
Teofimo's best day, he's a pound-for-pound fighter, bro.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? People don't really like to give him that respect, especially after he runs his mouth the way he does.
Yeah, he talked too much.
You know, but I always said that. I said that when he was fighting against Steve Claggett. I was like, oh, this dude's probably going to ball. I was kind of shocked to see him fight that way against Steve Claggett, but then when I put it in perspective, I'm like, no, this is what he do. He gets in front of a Claggett, and he'll do that. That's what he does.
Right. And so here's the thing, right? This is what makes it interesting. Right?
Trying to take my shoe off. Come on now. Here we go. Coda said Boots effing Teo up. Right, there's a good chance it'll happen too.
So here's the thing, right, Clay? Is that is if Boots, Coda, what's up, family? Is Boots going to use? Let me ask you this, Clay. Is Boots going to use the game plan that Sandor Martin, Jermaine Ortiz did, and just outbox him from a distance and let the knockout come? Or is he going to try to fight like he did against Karen Kugajan and try to be overly aggressive in the pocket and give Teo opportunities.
He gonna, in my opinion, he's not gonna fight like Karen because Teo's not gonna fight like Karen.
But that's the thing, Clay. I think he is. I think Teo is gonna be super aggressive in this fight. I think that he watched that Karen fight and he watched Boots be getting hit. I think he's gonna try to take every opportunity to. There's no way he's going in this fight thinking he's gonna outbox Boots. No way.
If he goes in there and does what Karen did, he's getting knocked out.
I believe so.
He's not going to survive that. He might look good for like the first 3 rounds, 3 to, you know what I mean? 3 to 4 rounds. He might look good. Like, this is a great fight, but it's going to get him slept. You're looking at what Karen did to Boots, and you're not looking at what Boots did to Karen if you fight that way. Because when you're looking at Karen punching on Boots, Boots was punching on Karen, bro. You know what I mean? Clearly. And that's why Karen had to take that knee. I mean, with Eddie Ray, oh, man, it is kind of dangerous. He might play that game for real. He might play that game.
He going to fight. He going to try to fight like Canelo. Eddie Reynoso. Look at all of Eddie Reynoso's fighters.
Yeah. The only one who didn't really fight that was Frank Sanchez, who kind of had his own way of approaching it. But even he would turn it into that. By the second half of the fight,
he was the fact is Frank Sanchez was already an old vet. And stuck in his ways. He wasn't going to change. And a heavyweight.
And he's a really well, like, I mean, you know how the Cubans are. So he brought that to the table.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, you got to think, right, Clay?
Wait, is he Cuban or Dominican? He's Cuban, right? He's Cuban, yeah.
Yeah. But Clay, you got to think about this. He has a 6-inch arm reach advantage, Boots do over Teo. What other way can he fight?
Yeah, he has to get that mid range going. Yeah, man, we're gonna see Teo.
Because remember, Clay, Josh Taylor is tall, but he only got a 70-inch arm reach. He got short arms to be that tall.
Yeah, Teo still thinks he's punching, which is cool. It's not going to be good for him. It's not going to be good for him if he fights that way. And that's the way he fights. That's the way he fights. But he doesn't overpower Boots. He doesn't overwhelm Boots. I don't see it. Not at all.
No way.
He think he
punches. His only chance is to fight like Karen.
Man,
because he's more elusive, right, than Karen, you would say? Like, he's not he's more elusive. He's more athletic. He has the ability to be more elusive than Karen in the pocket, right?
Wait, Coda, Teo looks strong right now? Why? What do you mean? Because he's punching a punching bag? Now he punching back at him? In a couple highlight reels, he did the Mike Tyson to the fans. The 60 seconds of glory in the gym guy, I'm thinking he punching. That boy is not punching like that. He hasn't been punching like that since 135 or the beginning of 140. He hasn't been punching like that. Claggett was looking at him like that's not going to work. I don't know, man. We gonna find out. I guess we gonna find out because I'm thinking about it right now with Eddie Reynoso in there in the camp right now. There's a good chance that's exactly what he's going to try to do.
That's just I don't see if you try to outbox Boots, bro.
Yeah. But at least it'll be a competitive fight. Like it'll be you're in the fight and you have an opportunity to find something you lack.
Trying to outbox him on the outside? I mean,
not from the outside, but you have to, like somebody said in here, you have to just stay off the line. But I mean, Karen really tried to like out Boots a little bit. Like he was really up in there. I just can't see Teofimo doing what Karen did and not going to sleep early. I can't see him playing that game with Boots. I can't. I don't see it happening.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I don't see no other way he can approach this fight.
So then this fight's not going to be competitive.
No,
if it's competitive, in loss, Teofimo gets so much respect from the boxing space if he fights Boots that way.
Hey, Crowder, my brother. Keyshawn, what's up, family? He said, you think Teo really going to go through with this fight? Yeah, I think he is. Because I think that right now people for whatever reason, people are sleeping on Boots. I think that they think he's a chink in the armor. He's overrated, man. Like everybody I talk to, Clay, now in boxing, important people, trainers, whatever, they like, I think bro was overrated. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Really? He and Teo has a lot of Canelo type skill set.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They kind of built the same, right? He's athletic. It's similar. But that's why I said, like, it's going, I just don't think Canelo versus pure boxers like Lara it don't look good. Floyd Mayweather, it don't look good. But if Boots decides to just stay there, DVJ 600, what's up, family? Southwest Dice, what's up? Morgan Bear, what's good? Malachi, what's up, family? Preacher Joe, what's up? If Boots just decides to stay there, like he did against Karen, and be reckless, Big Sarge 31, what's up? And be reckless and just come in, that's going to give Teo opportunities. Tariq Reed, what's up, family? That's what Teo needs. He needs Boots to fight like Kenny Moore, what's up? He needs Boots to fight like he needs Boots to fight like he did against Karen. Because if he fight like he fought against Roman Villa, he has zero chance.
Yeah.
But if he fights like he did against Karen on the inside, he gives Teo a chance.
So you're going to see Boots trying to maintain the distance, box, and keep him at the end of his punches, and we'll see Teofimo trying to pressure and walk Boots down and try to get Boots to make a mistake and try to punch him while he's punching and hope that the power translates.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm asking you, Clay. Does he have the composure to do that? Or is he going to want to be like, let me get this little dude up out of here?
Yeah, if Teofimo attacks Boots, Boots is not going to retreat. I'll say it like that. I don't see that happening, right? So it can end up being a fight just like Karen. Yeah, this will be very interesting because does Teofimo think he popping like that and punching like that and thinks he can hurt Boots? Then it can be real interesting, you know. And plus, you got that rehydration clause. They're going to be fighting for that IBF right at 147. You know what I mean? So Boots got to stay in that 10 pounds until the morning of the fight. He has to have a good weight cut. I mean, he hasn't had a bad one supposedly yet. You know what I'm saying? But it just takes a lot of discipline. I think they see a lot of those things too. I think they see the rehydration clause and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And David Avanesian clipped him with some punches. Cameron clipped him with some punches. They thinking if we can clip him with enough punches and then try to stay out the way.
Listen, man.
Chris, like, what's up, man?
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's some possibilities there, man.
You see what I'm saying?
There's some possibilities there, man.
Because Teo can't fight like again with Mikey with Errol. Like Mikey, remember Errol boxed him, right? But Mikey was like, every time I went to make an adjustment, he was 2 steps ahead of me. But that's because Errol was attempting to make the adjustments. He was attempting to box from the outside. He wasn't trying to make it a slugfight. Tat, what's up? Right? Errol was trying to prove a point and fight on the outside. Is Boots going to do that? Is the question.
It's going to be interesting, man. There's an opportunity also for Bozy to show the adjustments that he can make, that they can train. You know what I mean? Who's going to be the fastest fighter that night? You think Boots will be the fastest fighter?
Oh, for sure. 1,000%. The biggest reason is going to be that added 7 pounds Teo ain't used to fighting with.
Right. He's going to slow down.
It's going to slow him down.
And we see
and he's going to be thinking, because this is a whole different weight class. You in there with a whole different beast. We're going to see him thinking. You see what I'm saying? He's going to try to take his time. Got to.
So this fight, does this fight go 12 rounds?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I see. If Teo fights that fight, I got, ain't gonna lie, man. I got Boots stopping him.
I think so. I think that I just can't see.
I think naturally you just want to say Boots, but bust his head to the white meat, right? Because Boots is really like that. And if Teofimo fights that kind of fight with Boots, that's like right up Boots' alley, bro. That's Philadelphia gym sparring, dog. You know what I'm saying? Dog sparring. That's up. That's what Boots is doing 3 days a week. You know what I'm saying? 3-4 days a week in that damn gym in Philadelphia. I mean, you're making his day. And I mean, maybe you might think you're suckering him into a situation to be like, I'm gonna trick him to try to outdog me. You ain't tricking him to outdog you. You stepping into his playground, bro. You stepping inside his kennel, bro. That's what he gonna do. That's what he do. And I'll tell you like this: if Teofimo fights that way, I want Boots to be himself in that fight. And I think people think himself is what he did with Karen and what happened with David Avenesian, and they're not looking at all those other fights before that. Like Boots himself is what you saw against Via Roma. He's the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? His reflexes, the way he moves, his athleticism, the way he punches. That's who Boots is. If Teofimo tries to test that and bring that version of Boots out and play in Boots's and doesn't give Boots something to figure out, doesn't try to, I don't know, bro. Teo gets stopped if he fights this fight that we're talking about. This Karen fight, he gets stopped.
But that's what I'm saying, Clay. He ain't got no. He too small. He don't got the arm reach. He don't got the what else? What do he have? Okay, let's say this. What advantages do you feel like he have over Boots, if any?
I don't think he has no advantages, but I think his options, his opportunity. I just feel like his opportunities get better fighting him off the line and walking him into things and trying to get him to bite on certain things, to walk him into certain into ambushes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think Boots wins the fight anyway. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I just feel like if you try to outdog Boots, it's gonna be bad. That's what I believe in my heart. It's gonna get bad. If you try to outdog that man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. He has no advantages. He's not gonna be faster. He's not gonna be stronger. He don't have longer arms. Boots got a 6-inch arm reach. 6, not 4. He typically has 4. 6-inch arm reach advantage. He's faster, he's bigger, he's stronger, he's taller. He has faster feet, faster hands, more power.
Yeah.
You naturally got to make it a dogfight, right?
I don't know. It's like saying, I don't know. This is like Terence going to fight Canelo, right? It's like, I don't think Terence would but Terence has the longer arms. He has he honestly has the attributes to fight the different fight. I don't know. We got to see, man. You got me thinking about it. Something I got to really think about. I got to really visit it in my mind, visit some more Teo fights and just kind of try to picture this. I wish I could see them standing in front of each other a little bit just so I can also get an idea of, what I'm looking at. But Teo tries to fight like Karen did. Karen fought like a dog, bro. He really did.
Oh, we got a GHB TV. My brother Greg Hackett in the building. Hit the bombs for him, Clay. Hit the bombs for him.
What's good, Greg?
Your bombs ain't working, Clay?
Yeah, it's working. What are you talking about? You ain't hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
You heard the horn?
No, I can't hear nothing.
You hear this?
No, I don't hear nothing.
I don't know. Is this the mute button? Is the mute button on? Hold on a second. Nothing?
Nothing.
I don't know. It's doing funny music. I don't know. What could it be? I couldn't tell you, brother. We might be doing without the soundboard tonight. Because I hear it over here.
You can hear it? I can't. We can't hear it.
Y'all hear it? Y'all don't hear it in
No, they saying they can't hear nothing. They said the bombs ain't working. I got to drop it for him. Go ahead. Greg Hackett in the building. Southwest Night said malfunction.
I don't want to shut my board off and turn it back on. Let me just
Jay
do
Grant
it.
said nah. So Boots is just, he has no advantages over Boots. None. Zero. Zilt. He's not taller. He's not rangier. He don't have faster hands. He don't have faster feet. He don't have more power. He's not more versatile. He has no advantages. His only way. There you go. There you go. Right? He has no advantages. His only way to fight is to sell out. That's it.
I mean, I think he will. I think he will sell out to a degree, but yo, you know what? You're right. He might just go up. There's going to be an exciting fight.
Yeah,
but he
Clay,
just fight that way, he going to sleep. Boots going to knock him off.
Just think about this. Trying to outbox Boots is diabolical.
Yeah. But I mean, just trying to fight Boots is diabolical. You shouldn't even be doing this. You should be at 140 competing.
But he in a win-win situation like Mikey was. If he's competitive, he wins.
Right.
Not actually win the fight, but in the court of the public, right? The court of public opinion, he wins. He was competitive with him, that's a win for him. If he actually wins, the world turns upside down.
So he's putting himself in a situation where if he's not tripping about losing, he just wants to be in the biggest fight and he just wants to compete. He
knows he's in a win-win situation. It's the same thing. Remember this, right? And salute to Adrian D, brother in the super chat. So y'all would be shocked if T.O. stopped Boots. Man, I won't do a lot.
I would be super shocked. I'll be shocked. I'd be like,
I think I have to take a break for a week.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I don't even know what to say to that.
I have to take a break for a whole week. Moral Moss, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub. Honest in the super chat. Yo, Blue, why Boots when you got Hitchens at 140? That's a fight.
Money.
Because I'm glad you said that, Moral Moss. That goes into what I was just going to say when I was getting ready to answer Clay, right? The reason being is because, remember this, right? Remember Mikey Garcia chose Errol Spence over Terence Crawford, right? Reason being is because Terence Crawford fought at 130, 135, right? And came up in weight. Like Mikey came in, what he started at 126, right?
Mikey started at 126?
Yeah, he came in champion 126, 130, 35, and 40, right? So
I know he came champion, but he started at 126.
Oh, he might have started at 22. I'm pretty sure he started at 26.
No, yeah, 126. Really, he started at 130.
Yeah. So now, right, I said this and I'm going to say it the same thing. He don't want to fight a guy like Mikey didn't want to fight Terence Crawford because there's similarities. You can't say Terence Crawford was considered still new to welterweight. He wasn't big, right? You lose to Terence Crawford, you lost to the better guy. Right. There's no built-in excuse.
Right.
T.O., if you lose to Devin Haney or Richardson Hitchens, you lost to a better guy. You lose to Jaron Ennis, you were supposed to lose to Jaron Ennis.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to lose to Boots Ennis.
Right.
Boots don't have, the only thing he gained is popularity because T.O. is popular. It's a marquee name. Right. That's the only thing he gains. People ain't going to give him credit. They already complaining, this dude too small, he too little. Why are you fighting him? You should have fought Virgil. He already getting that. You see what I'm saying? So he only thing he's again, that's why I keep saying it's the perfect stopgap fight for Boots. Right. It's a marquee name to stay active. No disrespect to T.O., but it's not he ain't a tune-up, but it's a marquee name for him to stay active, to introduce him to crossover fans. It's a big date, right? It gives him more exposure, right? People know who T.O. is. It's going to be at Madison Square Garden. Philly is an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours away from us. So especially from Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hop, skip, and jump up the road. It's damn near a homecoming fight for Boots again. You know what I'm saying? New York
Teo got his fan base. Teo got a fan base.
Teo got a fan base, and New York rock with Boots, right? So it just gives him exposure. It just gives Boots exposure. That's it. He knock out Teo, the first round is gonna be like, oh, well, it's gonna be exciting for hardcore boxing fans.
Right.
For the most part, it's like, bro, you're supposed to knock that dude out. You understand?
Right.
But it's the perfect stopgap fight until he unifies the belts. Because the facts of the matter is, right, Clay, is that Teo is the bigger name. He's a bigger name than Brian Norman. He's a bigger name than Mario Barrios. He's a bigger name than Stanley Onis. Yeah.
He's right there with no, he's not. No, he's not. Virgil really got that.
He's a bigger name than Virgil.
I don't know. Virgil got the Mexican fan base. They love him, bro.
They do, because Mexican loves all Mexican fighters, especially when they're successful.
Yeah, I was about to say a successful Mexican fighter, man.
But Teo is a bigger.
Who do you think got a bigger name, Teo or Isak?
Isak Cruz, Teo.
And Isak?
A natural bigger name. It don't count to me. Like, Mexican fans support all Mexican fighters. Win, lose, or draw. Bro, you ever go to some of these shows, right? If you've never been to some of these shows, but you go to some of these shows, press conference, it's dudes on the undercard. You don't even know who they are, but as long as they come in and they got the Mexican music, the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah, but Virgil is moving right now, man.
Teo's more accomplished. Teo's just he's just a bigger name.
Okay. Coda says Teo for sure as well. Okay.
Yeah, he's a bigger name. Virgil hasn't had that crossover appeal yet. He has that Mexican fan base for sure. But again, like I said, the Mexican fans stand up. Do you see it? You remember, Clay, how many Mexican fans showed up for Andy Ruiz when he fought Joshua? Bro, where all them fans come from?
That's Los Angeles, though. That's Los Angeles, man.
No, they fought in New York.
When Andy Ruiz fought who?
Joshua.
Oh, yeah, that was the Madison Square Garden. Was there a lot of Mexican fans in the building that night?
They was going bananas. I ain't never seen that many Mexicans in New York.
I mean, but look, what was Anthony Joshua was gonna bring to New York like that? I mean, like, I know England.
He gonna bring UK fans, but what I'm saying is, where all these Andy Ruiz fans come from?
Yeah, they do. They assimilate and they represent for their fighters. But I still feel like Virgil's just one of those. I feel like he's not there yet. He's damn near there. Like, he crosses over.
He almost there, but Teo naturally, without having a natural built-in fan base like the Mexican fan base, he naturally has appeal. I ain't saying he's out, Tank Davis, not that, but
yeah, of course not.
He's built up his fan base is built up through his accomplishments. If that, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's known. They understand who he is. If you say Teofimo Lopez, they understand.
Right. It's built up because of his accomplishment. When you say Virgil, it's because he's just Mexican. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, I mean, just think, like, he's done nothing. Virgil has done nothing. What has Virgil done?
Yeah, nothing. I just figured because of his knockout ratio, you know what I'm saying, and what he's been doing specifically this year. Even being involved in the Serhii Bohachuk fight.
You've seen, to make it, again, you seen, what's dude named that just fought Robisi Ramirez?
Say it again. You talking about Rafael Espinosa?
Yeah. Man, you see how the Mexican fans was going nuts for him?
Yeah.
Come on, Clay.
Yeah, but he got a Mexican fan base. He fought all in Mexico. Like, outside of the fight he had with Robesi, like maybe one or two other fighters. Every fight.
That's what I'm saying. It's just because they was going. Watch his next fight. They're gonna show up and show out because Mexico is like, oh, we got another one. They're gonna show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? Just cause.
Yeah.
Sam, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. In your opinion, what should Boots do after this alleged Teo fight? He has to give us a great decade, right? A great decade?
Give us a great decade. Why you say great decade?
I don't know, man.
I mean, I think after that fight, it's either going to be Stanionis or it's going to be Brian Norman. And the reason I only say that, because you would think naturally be Brian Norman, because that's what Norman is trying to do. But if Stanionis is willing, or whoever wins between Stanionis and in his mandatory, they should take that fight, because I think Norman's an easy fight to make. You're gonna have to pay him, but he really wants that fight. If you can get a PBC fighter to go ahead and forfeit, give you an opportunity to get a belt, go take it from him.
Yeah. No, Nick J, peace and blessings to the Chocolate Queen, making 50% of the queens of the ring. She's in the building. No, Queen, I'm not saying that it's the fighters themselves are more popular. The Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia were more popular than T.O. and Boots. Errol was more popular. Mike is more popular than T.O. What I'm saying is that the situation itself is very, very similar. The situation, the circumstances is very, very eerie similar to Errol.
You mean like win-loss scenario type situation? Like you talking about like that?
Yeah,
like
Errol gained nothing out of beat. When you talk about Errol's biggest fights, you don't even mention Mikey Garcia.
Right.
But that fight was his biggest selling fight because Mikey Garcia's name.
Right.
Everybody expected Mikey Garcia to lose to Errol Spence. As a matter of fact, to get stopped. Everybody was stopped. Everybody was shocked that he made it to the 12th round without hitting the canvas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, Errol absorbed Mikey's fan base, the Mexican fan base, you know what I'm saying? And that's why this fight they're doing it perfect. Boots is going to fight in Madison Square Garden where T.O. capitalized on, so on and so forth. Boots will absorb that fan base. Not, and it's similar because they fought in Texas, right? At AT&T Stadium. And that Errol does his thing there. You know what I'm saying? But whatever fans he didn't have there, he absorbed them, right? Same thing with Boots. Whatever fans in New York don't know him or don't support him, or in the tri-state, right? The New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, this area, right? The fans that don't support him right now on this East Coast, they're going to best believe the DMV, wherever, they're going to support him after this. You know what I'm saying? Because especially in New York, T.O. is a known commodity in New York.
Yeah, the Puerto Ricans adopt him.
All the Latinos here adopted T.O.
Right.
They adopted him. You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of them have looking at him sideways after he's been saying what he's saying these days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Boots gets to absorb that fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Plus, everybody who wants to see Teofimo get, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. The black fan base who wants to see Teofimo pay for all his words are going to just jump on Boots's bandwagon. You know what I mean? I think people will pick him off the strength of hating T.O. so bad. And if he beats T.O., that could like revitalize, like really put some energy right back into his, into give him some momentum to go into a unification fight with. This could be a good fight for him, man. This is a great opportunity for him. I'm totally on board with him taking this fight. Totally on board.
Yeah, T.O. is Honduras. He's from Honduras.
Yeah, he's Honduran.
Yeah, he's Honduran. So, but the Puerto Ricans here, and everybody in New York thought for a long time that he was Puerto Rican.
Yep, so did I.
And him and his daddy, they didn't change. They didn't correct nobody that thought he was Puerto Rican. Don't let them get it twisted. T.O. wasn't running around talking about we Honduran. We from Honduras. That's not what they was doing. They was okay with people thinking that they was Puerto Rican. But then once they got to a certain level, then they started with this whole Latino pride and we from Honduras and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Texas 16 South. Yeah, Boston True Serum, what's up? Facts.
Carry the Nicaraguan flag? Damn.
It's crazy in New York. Yeah. Huh?
I say he carries a Nicaraguan flag. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. He mixed it up. That's what I'm saying. He give you that, he tried to tap into all the Latino fan bases. You know what I'm saying? That's what he tried to do. It's smart. I understand the play. You know what I mean? I understand the play wholeheartedly. But here's the thing, right? It's going to be big for Boots. I love this. I actually love this for Boots. Not because the competition. I love it just for what Boots can absorb from it. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I heard another, I heard Biz, you know what I mean, just kind of like didn't feel like it was felt like it was diabolical that he'd pass up on a 154 Virgil Ortiz and but bring up a fighter from 140. And I think the difference between this and other scenarios right now is that he's not bringing up nobody from 140. Tio is the one who's putting the offer out to Boots. He's the one pushing for the fight. Boots is just simply saying, "I'll take the fight," and he should take the fight. It's good money. If Turkey's gonna get behind it, it's good money. And what else are you gonna do? All the other champions in the division are busy until like end of the second quarter of next year. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be able to fight probably until like probably like the second quarter. So what you gonna do? Might as well stay busy and get Tio and get a bag. And he gonna make him better. Who's just gonna get better off this fight?
Right, and that's what I said, right, Clay, is because it's the perfect stopgap fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not all the other champions are occupied right now. Mm-hmm. He's not going to unify with those champions right now. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense to me that, you know what I'm saying, you go ahead and Tio is a name. Greg Gambino, what's up? I gotta go with Steve Nelson, man. That's my dude right there. Steve Nelson been done dirty too long in the sport of
Steve Nelson, the same Steve Nelson that's with Bud and them?
Yeah.
You think he's gonna do it to Diego? Are you rooting for Steve, or you think he's gonna win?
Yeah, I'm flat out. I'm not even going. I ain't even going. I'm flat out rooting for Steve.
Right. Why? What's up? What's the relationship with Steve?
Steve is my guy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if we bring him on tomorrow. We're gonna have Roy Jones on at 4:30. People. What's tomorrow, Clay?
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Oh, so Thursday, I'm gonna see if I get Steve on. Steve is my guy, man. Steve been done dirty, right? He Top Rank was setting the fight up with him and Berlinga. He popped his Achilles. Then they threw him to the curb. You know what I'm saying? And he's a loyal dude. He's committed to the sport. And if it wasn't for Bud, they would have suppressed Steve Nelson. You know what I'm saying? And this dude is talented. He's skilled. You know what I'm saying? He's committed to the sport. He deserved this opportunity. So, and he's one of the most coolest, down-to-earth people you could ever meet.
When they fighting?
I think in February.
Okay, it's not on the schedule yet.
Yeah, I think it's February. I'm not mistaken. It's February.
Let me see here.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it hasn't come up on the schedule yet.
I just like Steve Nelson, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna text him right now and see if he's available. So yeah, man, I'm just rooting for Steve, man. Okay. I want to see him win, man. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's been committed. It's long overdue. They're announcing it January 25th. Oh, it's January 25th? Okay.
We'll see. I ain't gonna lie, man. I seen Steve though. I seen him perform on that Riyadh card in LA. You look good.
Oh man, he a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude, man.
He looked good camp too, but that boy Diego, man, he looked real good against Sulecki in his last fight. Look real good. So it's gonna be a good fight at a minimum.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, in this case, I'm not even gonna pretend I'm not. I'm just straight up rooting for Steve Nelson.
Right.
I just want to see him win. Yeah, I just want to see him win. I just like Steve Nelson. But on to the next, man. Let me see. We got Keyshawn Davis versus Dennis Berinchyk, February 15th. What you think, Clay?
I'm excited, bro. I think Keyshawn Davis is about to tear up 2025, man. I think literally, look, I don't want to overcall and overstep it, but if Keyshawn takes advantage of every opportunity he got in 2025, listen, man, he's the hottest thing coming out of 135 pounds besides Tank Davis, in my opinion. He's on his way of being that. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's right there, bro. He takes his belt off of Dennis Berinchyk. His opportunities go straight through the roof. This is a great fight. I mean, obviously, I'm favoring Keyshawn to win this fight. Dennis Berinchyk is a formidable Eastern European, Olympian, right, opponent. But I just think Keyshawn's just levels above him. He'll have to show it on February 15th. But presuming that he wins his fight and he gets his title, the options just go straight through the roof for him. I mean, he's legitimately on Tank's radar at that point. And even if Tank couldn't ignore him to sleep, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tank is just going to have to either deal with him, or Keyshawn's literally going to be competing with Tank for rights over the division, because his fights are going to be just as big, just as exciting. When you're looking at him going into a fight, you are excited. And him with the belt on his waist, pushing for unifications. And then, even when he spoke on Top Ranks on the event they had on Saturday and spoke about potentially fighting Raymond Mortal after Dennis Berinchyk, or, getting into for an IBF title, for him to become the one unified champion in the division. Oh man, bro, crazy. The fan base go crazy, bro. I think he's right on Tank's radar, right on his radar if he does what he's got to do. Dare I say even over Shakur, because I just think people will want to see that fight more. I think people just want to see that fight more. Yeah, man, I'm excited for Keyshawn Davis, man. And I'm really excited because, like I said, and I've said before in other videos, this kid really almost lost it. He almost played himself when he popped on that marijuana. The way he was acting with it, he kind of acted like he was going the wrong side of this conversation. And you got to give a lot of credit to everybody around him: Bomac, Terence, Shakur. You know what I mean? Whoever. His circle is a good circle of people. I just like his development and where he's going with it. People are really pushing back on him when he was calling out Tank and saying the things he was saying, and I was right there like, nah, what are you talking about? He's doing what he's supposed to do, bro. That dude's supposed to be doing exactly what he's doing. Who's gonna do it for him? He's organic, man. He has no name backing him up. He ain't had nobody attached to him to make him that way. He just performed. This year's been a great year for him with Pedraza, Miguel Maduena, and then obviously with Gustavo Lemos coming in 6 pounds or whatever, 6.5 pounds overweight, and him just devastating him inside of like 1 or 2 rounds. I mean, come on, bro. 2025, he's got a lot of momentum going into it. And it looks like Bob Arum is right behind him and pushing him to go all the way to the top, man. I'm excited for Keyshawn Davis.
And I think that he's going to dominate this fight.
Yeah.
I think that Mo Taylor, my brother in the super chat, too rich for Mr. Respect the Belts. He said Tank radar don't work. It's B class or nothing. Nick J said no real threat is on Javante's mind. Mo Taylor said, Blue Clay, salute, great brothers. Shout out So Cold. Salute. Yes, sir.
Salute. But he won't be able to avoid him, bro. Like, he won't be able to, they'll.
Man, Clay, he avoiding the Shakur right now.
Bro. Come on, brother. Shakur has had 2 performances. People are walking out the stadium. I love Shakur, but it's easier to avoid Shakur than Keyshawn Davis, who's just lighting it up everywhere he goes. You know what I mean? Keyshawn's not going to sit on 2 titles and Tank be able to sit there and say, what has Keyshawn accomplished? He's not going to be able to say that. Nobody's going to be trying to hear that, bro. I'm not saying they're going to fight, but I'm going to say that Keyshawn will legitimately be in competition with Tank Davis for rights over the 135-pound weight class division, where it's going to be like, yeah, but you won't do that to Keyshawn. He's going to be hearing stuff that he's going to have to listen to. He's going to react to it, man. He's going to react to it, man. I believe it. I believe it. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? But it starts off with Dennis Berinchyk on February 15th, man. It starts there. Don't drop the ball. It starts there, man, one step at a time. But he has the momentum going on behind him right now, and he's disciplined. Boy, that boy looked like a little Terence Crawford in the ring with Gustavo Lemos, bro.
He sure did.
He looked like a little Terence Crawford, bro. I'm telling you, I know when I see it. My eyes is not lie to me. I seen it in that boy, bro. All he got to do is stay focused, stay disciplined, and he got the team around him that's going to keep him right where he need to be mentally. They're going to keep him right there. I don't care how much he gets excited. They're going to bring him right down to earth. And one thing about Keyshawn Davis, he's bought into the process. He's bought into it. He's bought into Bomac's program. He's bought into Shakur's guidance. He's bought into Terence Crawford's advice. He's bought into it. He's not pushing back. He's not trying to change nothing. He's just like Tank was when Tank got with Floyd. When Tank got with Floyd, Tank bought into it. And that's what made him who he is today. He bought into what Floyd told him. He bought into what Al Heyman told him. He bought into what Calvin Ford told him. No matter how it looked like he got off his track, he didn't. That boy I remember when the boy lost weight, came in heavy, he fixed himself. He fixed himself, bro. He's like, I'm going to listen. I believe you guys. This is going to work if I listen to you guys. Keyshawn's on that same energy. I think they're on a collision course, bro. Keyshawn Davis and Tank. I think they're on a collision course. I don't care what Tank says today. Next year, it's going to be like Fat Joe said. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Keyshawn going to be a different fighter next year, bro.
You got more confidence than me, Clay.
I'm telling you. Let's see. I'm not saying they fight. I don't know if they fight, but I'm going to say that Tank is going to get shamed for trying to play with Keyshawn's name next year. That's what I'm trying to say. Like right now, he can say that. Keyshawn hasn't done that. Next year, if he tries to throw shots at Keyshawn, when people bring up Keyshawn to him, because Keyshawn ain't going to stop saying Tank's name. That's one thing I love about that kid. He is not going to stop. Every time he does something great, he's going to say, Tank. He's going to keep on harassing and saying stuff. After a while, he's not going to be able to sit there and just shoo him away and just be like, he hasn't done nothing. It ain't going to work, man. It ain't going to work. He's going to start getting that Canelo energy. Like how Canelo got that energy when he was ducking David. They're going to talk to him like that, bro. They're going to start talking to him like that.
But how'd that work out for David?
He didn't get the fight, but David, one thing I'm going to tell you, I always say David Benavidez benefited, right? Because people treat David now like the dude who scared Canelo. Like, you know what I'm saying? They give him that credit. He got credibility for it. Like, he doesn't even need to fight Canelo no more. He pretty much got the glory that he needed from beating Canelo without beating Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because now people know him. He doesn't have to say no more. Everybody knows David Benavidez wants to fight Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez don't want to fight David Benavidez, and they know why Canelo doesn't want to fight David Benavidez. They might not bother him. They'll celebrate Canelo Alvarez, but everybody understands. What's understood don't got to be said. And if Keyshawn is a unified champion at 135 pounds, calling out Tank Davis's name, and Tank is trying to ignore him, we will accept that Tank Davis doesn't have to fight Keyshawn, but we will also understand why he didn't fight Keyshawn. We will not sit here and just play no games and act like, what has he done not to earn it? No, they're going to be like, we know why he didn't fight him. We know why you didn't, bro. We know why. And I don't think Tank is willing to let it slide like that. He'll let it slide like that with Shakur. He'll let it slide like that with Devin because Devin just got a loss with Ryan. Shakur's had 2 bad performances. He can move the needle and push in the direction of I don't even need to. But Keyshawn, unified champion, knocking dudes out, packing out buildings, nah, bro. Nah.
I could say this. If for sure, if he knock out Dennis Berinchyk, that's gonna put pressure on Tank.
Right?
If he stop and knock out Dennis Berinchyk and become world champion, that will definitely put pressure on Tank. But will Tank accept it? I don't know.
I mean, it's in there. Tank gonna do what Tank wants to do. That's what I'm not saying they fight, but I'm saying they on a collision course as far as markets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Keyshawn and Tank's, when Tank's in front of a mic, Keyshawn's gonna come up. His name's going to come up. They're going to push it. Social media is going to ask. Wherever he's at, wherever Calvin is at, wherever Kenny's at. If Kenny's doing something with Jalil Hackett, they're going to be like, what's up with they're going to start saying it. The media is going to start pushing and pressuring and pissing Tank off, where Tank's going to be like, why you keep saying his name? Like, you know what I mean? Whether he says it out loud or whether he says it in his head, Tank's going to have to face it and deal with it. Keyshawn knows it too. You can see it with that Dennis the Menace smile that he be having on his face when he's doing these interviews, bro. He feels it. I believe that literally motivates him right now to be who he's going to be. I think he believes it in his heart. He's like, that he fighting me, bro. He fighting me. And if he don't fight me, they're going to talk about him not fighting me, because I'm going to do stuff to make it where what other fight is there but me. I'm the next Tank. I'm the next face. I'm the next hottest dude, 135, 140 pound. I'm the next guy. He has to, or they're going to know it's because he's scared of me. And I'm going to make them know he's scared of me by these interviews that I'm doing every damn time a mic gets in my face. I'm going to talk about it every day. So we'll see how he deals with it.
You got more faith than me.
I'm right here. I've been here with Keyshawn since, I want to say it's since like 2020, early 2023. Like I've been like watching, like this kid is going to do it. I didn't think he was going to make it in time to get in a conversation with Tank, though. I didn't think he was going to get there in time. He's gotten there faster than I thought he's going to get there. But now that he's here and he's getting title shots, he's going to capitalize. He's going to capitalize.
I have no doubt that he's going to be, in a position where the demand for Tank to fight him is going to be extremely high. No doubt. Right. I just don't think Tank is going to take it.
He probably right. Listen, flyer frequency, right? You see what he said? He said, I don't believe it, Clay, because Devin was in the same weight class with all the belts and Tank ain't fight him. It ain't about the belts. It ain't about the belts. It's about, Tank was always able and has always been able to talk about how these fighters aren't exciting, how they don't punch, how they run, they're pillow-fisted. He's able to get away with that. Keyshawn is not going to fall under the category of something Tank is able to just shoot away. He's not going to be able to do it. Keyshawn's not going to be here knocking people out, packing out stadiums, and a champion. If Devin was knocking people out and doing crazy stuff like Keyshawn was doing, vocal like he was, he don't got no, you can't even make fun of him and say, oh, Keyshawn daddy talking for him, or Keyshawn don't do it. No, Keyshawn does it all. He's all package. He runs his mouth. He believes in himself. He's calling Tank out. He's knocking people out. He's in the ring when he's taking tough fights. He's not cherry picking. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the best available opponent is out there. And after what he just did with Gustavo, listen, it's a whole different conversation. This man knocks out Dennis Berinchyk, bro. This man's in legitimate contention with Tank Davis. They're going to be bugging Tank about it. Watch. Remember, I told you guys, remember this day. Just watch what happens next year. Watch. You'll see. Unless you lose that fight. Other than that, but that's exactly, I get your point, Clay, but that's exactly why he will never fight Keyshawn. He cannot not fight Keyshawn without being shamed. He can't do it. Keyshawn can't do the things I'm saying. if Keyshawn does the things I think he will do, Tank cannot get away from that without shame. He can't. He can't be in the same division as a Keyshawn Davis doing the things that I'm talking about he's doing, with Keyshawn calling him out, and just say, I'm not interested in that fight, and it don't look crazy. It just can't happen. It's going to look crazy. It's going to be like, what? Because all the reasons that he says he doesn't want to fight Shakur and Devin, Keyshawn's going to check all those boxes, and they're going to be like, you can't say he hasn't done nothing. You can't say he's not going to help pack out a stadium. You can't say he doesn't sell. You can't say the fans don't want to see that the demand isn't there. You can't say none of that stuff. Watch. He said, LOL, Tank look crazy now. I don't say Tank look crazy now. I'm saying he will look anyway. Watch. 2025. It won't be the first time you guys did this and it looked like that. It won't be the last, bro. We'll just see you in 2025. It won't be the first time. I ain't tripping, bro. I ain't even mad at you. I understand. I understand why y'all think like that. Let's see what happens.
Shanique J, she said, oh, LOL, Tank look crazy now. He do, and he don't care. That's what I'm saying. Clay got more faith.
Bro, he don't, because he has legitimate arguments. He does for his fans. He has legitimate arguments for the space, because Shakur Stevenson's last performance, you got video of people walking out of the stadium. On the performance before that, he ran around because his hand was hurt. Then he just got his hand hurt. He was about to fight Joe Cordina. I love Shakur, but there's legitimate reason as to why, as far as him not being an exciting fighter, as to why his Tank can talk the way he's talking and the fan base is going to stand behind him strong. He's not going to have those reasons with Keyshawn. He's not going to be able to talk like that. He's going to just keep it 100, but like, I don't want to. When he's going to have to say, I just don't want to fight him. And then people are going to be like, why? He's going to get the Canelo Alvarez treatment, except he ain't Canelo. He ain't You know what I'm saying? Been an undisputed champion. He ain't got all those accolades, so they're not going to let him slide the way they let Canelo slide. It's going to be bad for him, man. He's going to answer the door, man. Remember, y'all going to be like, Clay was saying that is crazy. That's what y'all going to be saying. Clay was saying that shit. That's crazy. Look at this.
But remember, Lomachenko was no Moschenko. And he
Nick, it's not the same thing.
But the pressure right now, people asking about Shakur, and he's like, man, what are you doing?
Because not because but he can say the things he's saying he won't be able to say it about Keyshawn. Nick, he was under Floyd Mayweather. It was a whole different. He wasn't talking about retiring. He didn't have a big deal with Amazon, and he wasn't trying to make all the money in the world. He wasn't during that time with Loma. It's just this is a different thing. It's just different. Timing is everything, man. Just you'll see. It's look, man, and I'm telling you, I'll say it like this, right? I won't be shocked if they don't fight, but I'll be shocked if they don't fight and Tank don't get the biggest asterisk on his career. This asterisk, not fighting Keyshawn Davis, who's exciting, who's a unified champion, who's a WBO IBF champion, who's knocking people out. This is going to be the biggest asterisk on his career if he doesn't fight Keyshawn. Unless he fights Shakur and or Devin, but
but my thing is
he might be able to get away with it then.
My thing is Devin was his ultimate nemesis, and Devin became undisputed and beat Loma and beat George Kambosos, and he still didn't take it
because
and with Clay, you gotta remember the sparring footage came out, all of that to shame him. He still didn't.
No, that sparring footage didn't shame him. It didn't.
That's what people I'm saying.
They thought Tank beat the living daylights out of him. That's how they feel about it. That's how people feel about it. Listen to what these content creators make the same.
But when that second sparring footage came out and Devin was working him, he still was like, it don't bother him.
Because the fans didn't care.
No, the fans cared for him to fight Devin. For him to fight Devin?
Who cared?
Everybody wanted to see him fight Devin.
No, people like me and you, we was over here talking about it, but his fan base didn't care for it.
His fan base don't care. They ain't gonna care about fighting Keyshawn.
Yo, Keyshawn lighting everybody up.
Nah,
everybody gonna get shamed.
They're gonna tell you the same story, man. Who did Berinchyk beat? Who did Gustavo? They already said, Clay, when he beat Gustavo, they already came out and was crying that, hey man, Gustavo was weight drained. He weight drained Gustavo. That's not the same guy. They already made excuses. They're gonna make even more.
Well, let's see.
I ain't got no faith.
If like I said, I'm not saying Tank gonna fight him, but I just don't think he's gonna leave unscathed from this one. Man, he's not gonna leave unscathed. He's gonna
135.
Well, he'll go to 140. Yeah, he has to do something like that. He has to do something like that. If he chooses to do that, that's on him.
And Devin and Theo gonna leave, and he gonna be at 140. Man, that dude ain't.
It's out. He said it's Clay versus the whole damn chat. Listen, man. I just believe. Listen, guy. I'm not saying that they're gonna fight. I just believe the pressure is gonna be very high on Tank if Keyshawn performs a high level. He's not gonna be a unified champion in that unless Tank leaves. If that's what he does, if he goes to 140, then that's what he decides to do, man. We'll see. We'll see.
I think the pressure is at an all-time.
I'll take the pressure now. Y'all remember me though. If this happens, please remember me. Don't play. Don't skip a step. Don't make excuses. You know what I mean? Please. I think
the pressure is already at an all-time high.
Yeah. It's at a high right now. That's why he was losing his mind the other day. That's why he was tripping and he was upset.
I don't think the pressure meter could go no higher than what it is already.
It gets higher if Keyshawn turns up. If Keyshawn becomes unified.
No, I can see what you're saying. I just don't think Tank cares.
I think he cares.
I don't think he cares.
I think the money will be
you
there.
Heard what he said? He said Keyshawn looked better than Shakur, and he ain't do nothing.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So he beat
but a unified champion, he did something. Even a WBO champion, he did something.
He beat Dennis Berinchyk. That ain't gonna move Tank Davis' needle. Tank gonna be like, okay. And his fans gonna be like, yeah, okay. Who did Dennis Berinchyk beat? That's what they're gonna tell you. I get what you're saying. In the fashion in which Keyshawn wins compared to where Shakur was winning, push pressure on Tank. But Devin was winning, and his dude didn't care. And Devin is a bigger nemesis to him than Keyshawn and Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
They've been nemesis forever. Shakur, remember, the Shakur thing just turned recently. And Keyshawn was never there. Devin has been his nemesis from day one.
But he can get away from it. He was able to get away.
Floyd. Huh?
He was able to get away from it because these dudes, the style of fighters that they were, he was able to get away with it with the whole story of they're not exciting, they don't sell, but they're not Clay, doing these things. He won't be able to use these excuses with Keyshawn. But
Clay, you forgetting, Teo was knocking people out, and he had no interest in Teo.
But he was with Floyd. He was with he was on the Floyd and the PBC train. This is Tank, and he might not make it happen, right? But I just want y'all to just take into consideration that Tank Davis is really his own boss this year, right? Last year, when he was his own boss, what he do? He made Ryan happen. You know what I'm saying? This year, nothing's been able to kind of work out the way he wants it to work out. He did the Frank Martin thing. I like the Frank Martin thing. I didn't think that Frank Martin was going to, compete at the highest level with Tank, but I like it because I really believe Tank made that decision. He hasn't really pulled the trigger on his privilege yet. He hasn't done it. Now, with this whole entire Lamont Roach, in a way, he has pulled the trigger on his privilege. He took the fight. He's like, since I can't get the fights I want, I'm going to do this fight, right? And people are pissed off about it, and they're pushing back at the idea of the fight, but he's still being a boss doing his thing. Let's see. Let's just see. Keyshawn has a job due February 15th. He needs to do that job. This conversation holds no weight unless Keyshawn does what he's supposed to do. So let's just see. Let's just see.
Oh, I got no doubt Keyshawn going to beat the brakes off Dennis.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm excited. I know it's going to happen. Keyshawn looks a further away from Tank. Was shy from them. Yeah, he'll shy.
I'm telling you, man, I got Tank ain't going. That ain't going to entice him to want to fight them. He really got real interested in Devin once he lost to Ryan. That's when he was like, "Oh no, I'm still gonna get you." I don't know, bro. LT, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on this in the super chat. Tank avoided Loma for almost 7 years, waited for Devin to get bigger, downplaying Shakur, a fighter better than Lamont, and he will duck Keyshawn. I just don't. I think the more Keyshawn look better, the more they're gonna make up excuses. Like, oh nah, he ain't do it. I have no faith in him. 93 Supreme Premium, brother in the Super Supreme. 93 Super Premium, brother in the dropping that dub on
Let's get it, Super Premium.
Giving these paying fans what they want to see is the mission. No excuses. The best defense versus the best offense at 135 will be massive. Plus, there's some sparring history to add. So why not make the fight?
Is there sparring history? I think he's talking about. He talking about.
Yeah, he ain't talking about Keyshawn, bro.
I got excited, bro. You didn't even talk. I'm sitting here like, hold up. He ain't talking.
Hey, Clay was going in.
I got excited. I'm like, I got one person. That's all I need is one person. Yeah, me and Super Premium all the way to the championship, baby. 360. 360 people against me and Super Premium.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Fist pumping like me.
When I read it towards the end, I'm like, I don't think he's talking about Keyshawn, bro.
Clay was celebrating like I was when the Niners beat the Bears. Let's go.
Damn, Super Premium. I thought that dub, boy, and I was excited. The dub came through too. Hey. Boy, I thought it was me and you, Super Premium. Me and you, bro.
But Clay, how do you see the Dennis Berinchyk fight with Keyshawn? How do you see it playing out stylistically? Because Dennis Berinchyk can fight.
Yeah, Keyshawn's gonna have to he's gonna once again show the world his IQ. He's gonna show that Terence Crawford in him. He's going to have to cut the ring off. He's going to have to be patient, but at the same time, be alert to jump on the opportunities when they pop up, because Dennis is gonna close out a lot of lanes. He knows how to box. He knows how to move around. He got good footwork. Keyshawn's gonna have to gonna have to show that boxing and make something happen. How does he win this fight? This fight can go 12 rounds, but I think Keyshawn figures it out and finds a way to stop Dennis Berinchyk late rounds, 7 to 9 rounds, somewhere in that range. That's what I see happening.
Oh, you think you're gonna stop him?
I think he stops Dennis. I think he stops him. I want him to stop him, so I think.
Because you need that, you want that profit to come true.
I got a vision right now, and that vision, I need Keyshawn. I told you already, he got to do his job. I need Keyshawn to do his job, so I need him to stop him in this fight. I think it'll be late, and I think that's what I'll tell you even right now. Hey, ETB, bro, don't play with my dreams and my aspirations, brother. We all got dreams. You know what I'm saying? I want to see something exciting. I believe in my heart, Tank has a fight to give us. No matter how upset we are with Tank, and he won't give us all the fights, but I believe the fight that he gives us is going to be a great fight. And I think Keyshawn checks the boxes on that fight. I think he does. You know what I'm saying? I think he checks the boxes to give us that fight. If he's going to give us one fight, if he fights Shakur, if he fights Devin, if he goes up to 140 and he challenges for a title up there, okay, that's what's up. But I think a fight with Keyshawn Davis checks the boxes. Exciting fight, bro. May the best man win kind of fight. May the best man win. And us as fans, we win. So, yeah, man, I know y'all think Tank is just the devil. And he won't give us nothing. His game plan is not to give us nothing. I don't think so, man. I think he wants to give us something, bro. And he's looking for the right dancing partner to give, to show out. He might not know. Tank right now doesn't know it's Keyshawn. He doesn't know that Keyshawn's the guy, but Keyshawn's the guy, Tank. He's the one that's going to do it.
The right dancing partners?
Nah, bro, not for Tank. I'm talking about for Tank. For
that's
him.
What I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about for him, like who he wants to fight. He wants to fight somebody who's going to fight him, but still it'll be competitive, but he wants to fight. He doesn't want to be forced to box or figure something out. And you know what I'm saying? He wants to fight. And I think the fans want to see him fight. I think his fans want to see him fight. They want to see him fight, right? Obviously they want to see him win as well, but even Calvin, they want to see Tank fight. And Tank, it's kind of like Sparta, like you know what I'm saying, like finding that right, the honorable death. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, I'm not scared of losing. I just don't want to lose a certain way. I want to fight, and I just think Keyshawn can give him that fight, man. So Keyshawn got to do his job, bro. That's it. Keyshawn just got to do his job. Stop Dennis Berinchyk on February 15th. And then let's see what happens. Tank doesn't take the fight, then obviously he already has a game plan. He talked about it. You know what it is? I bought into Keyshawn Davis's game plan on that interview you had on Top Rank, and I was like, right on. I'm rocking with that game plan. I'm going to fight Dennis, take that title. I'm going to see if Tank want to get busy. If Tank don't want to get busy, I'm going to go at Raymond Moratala, or if Raymond Moratala hopefully challenges for that vacant belt that Lomachenko vacates, then hopefully he wins. He's an IBF champion. Me and him get at it. I'm unified, and worst case scenario, he just has a great year next year without fighting Tank. But the other great scenario is if it comes together.
Good luck. The queen came to fight at all.
All right, Rich.
Look what she said.
What'd she say? Where's she at?
Clay giving me Libra, Pisces, and Virgo vibes right now.
I'm an Aries though. I'm an Aries. You ain't put me not one down. All them damn signs, you ain't getting not one of them right, man. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Today I got hope in Tank, man. I think he want to do something great, man.
You're a good man.
I think he want to do something great, man. I think he wants to. But I think, he's also hard-headed, and he's pushing back at a narrative right now. He's pushing back at what he feels like is, the space coming back at him. And he's being a little emotional. He's being angry. It's cool. Keyshawn, do your job, bro. Do your job. And he feels it. I bought into it, Keyshawn. I saw you talking, and I bought into it. That's what I'm going to say. I bought into it.
You think that Keyshawn beating Dennis Berinchyk justifies Tank giving him the opportunity?
I think it doesn't Yeah,
or convinces Tank.
I don't know if it convinces. But I think it puts Keyshawn Davis in a legitimate conversation now. It puts him in the conversation legitimately, and now he gets to kind of stand on that a little bit more. But I don't even think Tank bites on that. I don't think he just bites on that. He has a whole year next year. This is going to happen February 15th. So Tank has a fight. Could you imagine? Anyway, Tank has this fight March 1st. You know what I'm saying? Whoever he plans on calling out, I know it's not Keyshawn. In my heart, I know it's not Keyshawn. So he'll fight that guy first. You know what I mean? Whoever it is that he's calling. And then Keyshawn has to stay busy. We'll have to see what Top Rank does with Lomachenko and the IBF title and exactly how they plan on handling that. I believe that Bob Arum is going to try to keep that title in-house, and I think naturally he's going to give Keyshawn the opportunity to unify and become a unified champion. He's investing into Keyshawn Davis right now. Now, once Keyshawn gets that fight done and Tank gets his next fight done, whoever it is, whether it's Ryan Garcia, who I have a feeling it's going to be Ryan Garcia. That's what I think it's going to be. He's going to call out. But because he said it's not going to be a champion. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be Ryan. And then after Ryan, he'll be about close to the second half of the year, ready to just kind of wrap it all up. You know what I mean?
But think about it, Clay. Think about what you just said. You missed the huge thing, what you just said. He said he's gonna call out. You think he's gonna call out Ryan?
Yeah. Right. On that one for that March 1st, after March 1st, right?
After March 1st.
Right.
That's 2 fights. He ain't fighting no more this year. That's number one.
He said he's fighting 3 times.
Then he ain't fighting more than 2 times this year.
He said 3 times. He said
they ain't got no
times.
budget for it. They ain't got no budget for it.
They'll get it together. There's people out there money. Turkey got money. Turkey got money.
You know how much money goes into him and Ryan?
Right.
Rematching?
Yeah, it's gonna be a big fight though.
Right? Too much money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, on top of that, what weight he gonna fight Ryan at? He ain't coming back down.
He'll fight Ryan at 140. He'll fight
Ryan
at
ain't coming up. Ryan ain't fighting at 140.
Yeah, that's what they fighting, 140. Ryan coming down.
Ryan too big.
That's gonna piss everybody off. He's gonna do it too. He's gonna come down to 140. He's gonna piss everybody off because they're gonna remember all that ish he talked about him not being able to get lower than 143, and then he gonna hit 140. He's gonna hit 140.
Yeah, because you got a lot of faith, bro. You got a lot of faith, bro.
Let's see, man. Life is a gamble, baby. Life is a gamble sometimes. Sometimes you got to throw the dice. But I'll tell you what, though, I'm throwing the dice for an epic 2025 when it comes to boxing across the board. I'm looking at the PBC putting together some decent cards, you know what I mean, figuring out a way to get it done. I'm looking for Tank to have a show out year as far as, you know, giving us some fights. I'm looking at Riyadh in Turkey, you know what I'm saying, to put boxing on. 2025 is an exciting year, bro, for boxing. You guys get ready for it. We're going to be right here covering it all, too. You guys get ready for it. It's going to be one of those years. 2025, baby.
You're a good man. Walter Hobson, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on the super chat. Need y'all's opinion. Why won't Canelo fight Crawford? And what do you think of the fight between Haney and Boots? Canelo, I think he is going to take the fight with Crawford.
Oh, I'm the big dreamer now. Yeah, I'm the big dreamer.
I don't think he likes the fight with Terence Crawford because stylistically he don't like it. If Terence Crawford gonna move and box, he don't want to do it. Canelo has a choice, not a choice, a preference of a style that he likes to fight. Once he fought Floyd and he realized, I don't have the physical attributes and athletic gifts, abilities to keep up with boxers that have a high ring IQ. And then it further confirmed it. Well, he chalked it up as, well, remember, he said, well, Floyd is the greatest fighter. Losing to Floyd is just a learning experience. It's not really a loss. That's what he said. But when he fought Lara 2 fights later, and a similar situation took place where he couldn't catch up with Lara, he knew right then, and so did Eddie Reynoso, they knew right then and there, we got to stay away from this style of fighting. And they have done their best to stay away from that style. Hence the reason why Canelo recently made the statement, I have no interest in fighting Crawford because he moves too much. But after I watched the Madrimov fight, he's more stationary. I'll take the fight if the money's ready because he don't like the style matchup. But little does he know that Terence Crawford can go back to that style if need be, because Terence Crawford, Canelo made another statement, right, Clay? He said he's 37, right? So he don't think that he has the legs to move around like he used to. But Terence Crawford lives a fighter lifestyle like Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
Like Floyd Mayweather. So his legs ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And so that's why he don't want to fight. He's not really. And Terence Crawford has more power than Floyd at this stage. He has longer arms than Floyd. He switches from southpaw. He's more active than Floyd, and he has power in both hands, which is he didn't like the pop that he was feeling from Floyd. Imagine what he's gonna feel from Terence Crawford. Not that Crawford gonna knock him out, stop him, or anything, but it just freezes him, right? It renders him inactive. Not that he's gonna get knocked out or stopped, but it's enough where he's not very active. And if their legs are working and moving with that activity, with that power, he's losing rounds. That's why he don't want to do it. The same thing with Dimitri Bivol, right? That's why he really don't want to rematch Bivol. And as far as Haney and Boots, right now, I just think that Devin needs way more time, man, before fighting Boots. Does he have skill set that matches up with Boots? Yeah, but right now, no. I think that Devin needs at least another 3 fights with real opposition, competitive opposition. Like I like the Richardson Hitchens fight. Help him prepare. Richardson Hitchens is similar in stature. They're both 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. Richardson Hitchens is not as powerful and athletic as Boots, but you understand what it's like to be in there with a guy that tall and that with that range with a boxing ability. I like Richardson Hitchens fight. I like the Sabril Matias fight for him. Guys with power that are aggressive as well. You know what I mean? Help him work on his technique, help him work on his flaws before he fights a Boots. And then it's a different fight. You know what I'm saying? Then I give him a bigger chance. But right now, nah, just too big, man. You know what I'm saying? But what's your thoughts, Clay?
No for Haney versus Boots. No. That's all I'm going to say. No. Not even on the same trajectory unless Haney wants to meet Boots at 154. That's where Boots is heading. He's looking to unify. Haney brings nothing to Boots. Not even, I mean, Haney's a whole different conversation right now because in all honesty, he's kind of annoying me and frustrating me lately. I need him to be focused on boxing. I don't want to hear about promoters and networks blackballing him. I want to hear better. So Boots, no, I don't even want to hear that right now. As far as Canelo fighting Crawford, hey, you already see how optimistic I am about potentially tanking Keyshawn fighting. So don't think for 1 minute my favorite fighter, Bud Crawford, ain't gonna get the fight that he want to get, which is Canelo Alvarez. Turkey Al-Sheikh's putting up the money. Canelo has spoken about he's a businessman. Terence said he's shaking up the world for 2025, and there's only one way to shake up the world, man. There's only way to shake up the world. Nothing else shakes up the world except for this fight. I think the universe is putting everything in the perfect spot, and I think we see Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez in September for Mexican Independence Day. That's my prediction. In September, Mexican Independence Day, not in May, in September. I believe that's the fight we see. It comes full circle. I don't think Canelo is not going to fight Crawford. I think the reason he didn't want to fight Crawford is clear, though, Walter. I mean, we don't need to go into that. You know, obviously him coming up in weight didn't bring nothing to the table, but most importantly, money. Money's probably the biggest reason why he hasn't fought Crawford. Canelo is a super, super smart negotiator. He's not going to show his cards. He's not going to give you any type of leverage when it comes time for the final dollar amount to be put on the table as far as what he's going to get. It's going to be because it's going to be every bit of money he could get, he will get. So him kind of like dismissing it right now in his own way doesn't mean anything. Mainly, he's not dismissing it, saying no to it. He's not saying no. He's just saying he's not discussing boxing right now. And that means a lot because before he was saying no. So I think that fight happens, man. I think it happens.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen for sure.
Yeah.
Adrian D, my brother in the super chat. What happened to Money Man London? Or he was supporting, you know, he's been supporting the Israel in this whole unfortunate situation between Israel and Palestine. And they came out in drones. He went to the jewelry shop and got caught up in there, and a whole group of them. I don't know if they was out there protesting or whatever and just happened to see him or whatever happened, but it wasn't good, bro. Security had to, and they was bum rushing the security.
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, you know, they don't play no game. They don't care, you know, what they push back on the military, the police, whatever. You know what I mean? So they definitely could care less about his 7 security guards. They could care less. You know what I mean? So they had to try to get him up out of there, man. They had to get him up out of there quick. And he was trying to stand his ground and argue. And, hey, don't be surprised if them security guards is fired.
Shoot, they got him out of there. Don't fire him. What you talking about, man? You straight, right? I ain't see your Versace get ruffled, brother. That wasn't no easy situation, man. You lucky they ain't bail on you and run from you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got you out of there. They did your job. Yo, Kenneth Neal, you know what? Would it be better for Keyshawn Davis to get more fights underneath his belt before attempting to fight Tank? Listen, man, in a perfect world, a lot of things would happen a certain way. But in the world we living in, sometimes when the pot is hot, you know what I mean? You got to strike, you know what I'm saying? It's just about opportunity, man, and preparation. And I believe that it's not about how many fights he gets under his belt right now. It's about the fights he gets under his belt right now. And I think he's in position to get those fights. Let's see, though. Let's see. We're going to have a good time in 2025. Worst case scenario, I'm wrong, and y'all just torment me for a couple of months, and hopefully y'all forget about it. We can move forward and move past this tragic situation.
I hope you're right, man. I truly hope you're right, bro. I 1,000% hope you're right.
Yeah. Let's see, man.
You know what I'm saying? 1,000%. I hope you're 1,000% correct. And he gets pressured and want to make those fights. I hope so. You know what I mean? But let's talk about Dennis Israel Madrimov ducking out that Serhii Bohachuk action.
He ain't duck, man. He got bronchitis, bros. Y'all gonna Y'all gonna have to leave. Y'all ain't gonna do that to Madrimov, bro. That man can't listen, bro. Listen, I'm just coming off COVID, bro. I empathize with his brother, but I don't really appreciate this energy that he's getting right now, bro. This man was sick. A doctor said it, bro. Come on, man. Y'all gonna stop this, man. It worked out well for him. God is good. Didn't put him in a position to where he has to weather a Serhii Bohachuk in a 12-round grueling fight that he's not going to leave unscathed, and puts him in opportunity right now to challenge Vergil Ortiz for an interim title that puts him right back in the conversations of fighting the Terence Crawfords, or maybe even Sebastian Fundora, or maybe even a Bakram murder Zaliev. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, what do you want me to say, man? It's convenient for him, right? And if it was done on purpose, then touche. Chess, not checkers, baby. That man was doing something crazy anyway. We know that. We know it was crazy for him to sit there and fight Serhii Bohachuk on December 21st and then turn around and go ahead and fight Vergil Ortiz on February 22nd. It was a tall order, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. It was a tall order. So, as the fates would have it, the brother is weathering a upper respiratory infection right now. You know what I'm saying? God, let's wish him health. Let's wish him luck. You know what I'm saying? Drink your water, brother. Take those IVs. Get better as soon as you can, and we'll see you in February.
Hey, what a coincidence. What a coincidence.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
God don't make no mistakes. God don't make no mistakes.
Right, yeah, right. They was like, you want to play this game with Serhii? This close to this money fight with Vergil? Nah.
Yeah, I feel you. No, I'll be real with you. That's what I think happened. I think he got pulled. I think he got pulled from the card in a way that didn't hurt his credibility or hurt Turkey's credibility. You know what I'm saying? He took a shot for the team, and the team said, "Listen, man, we're going to take care of you, bro, but we don't think that you're going to not win or lose, but we don't think you're going to come out this fight and be ready to fight 2 months later. And we don't need nothing else going wrong with this card. We don't need nothing else going wrong with this February 22nd card. We need this to go smooth."
Exactly.
Yeah.
They was like, bro, no need to play this game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Great. I believe he would have went through with it.
Yeah.
1,000%. I believe he would have went through with it. just as a fighter. But I just don't think that, all of a sudden he got a bit of bronchitis after everybody was saying how diabolical it is that he announced that he's fighting against Virgil Ortiz before he even fought Serhii Bohachuk in what would be about 2 weeks from now.
Right. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? And in exactly 2 months, because they were supposed to fight December 21st, and then exactly 2 months, February 22nd,
right,
you're gonna fight Virgil Ortiz. I just think that they was like, yeah, nah.
He's gonna be that fight was gonna put him on suspension for like damn near a month. After that fight, he was gonna have to sit and not even be. So him getting ready for that fight, all those things. February 22nd card is an epic, important card, bro. Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk 2 already holds enough weight to carry it. Him not being on that card, they're not going to miss him from that card. Madrimov is not a big star like that, but he's going to be a big part of this card. Virgil Ortiz, being on this card is a big fight. Turkey's gone out his way to make sure Virgil's on this card, and that's what this is about. It's about Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? And Madrimov can capitalize off that moment, take a win, and move his career in a certain way. Turkey always gives the most competitive fight, so it's not a walk in the park for Virgil Ortiz, but this is an opportunity to make a star. And make the greatest card ever. This is what people are giving this card the accolades for, and he doesn't need anything else messing up with his card. With the whole boot situation and this, no risk. We're just going to pull you out of this one. Say you got bronchitis, you stay out the way. Don't be on no getting caught by paparazzi. You know what I'm saying? Doing cartwheels in the park. You know what I mean? You stay your tail in the gym and stay home, and we'll see you February 22nd, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what took place. J Pitty City, my brother in the super chat. He said Optimus Clay. Yeah, Optimus Clay in the building.
Thank you, man. I like that name. That's I like that name, man. That one in Cassius Clay. Right, they be calling me Cassius Clay. Sometimes I like the Optimus Clay. Y'all gonna know that I'm out. Listen, man, we got to manifest, and we gotta make these fights happen sometime, or we gotta manifest, we gotta speak it, like Deontay said, and then receive it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm right here. I'm right here for you guys, by the way. Don't even worry about it. When the fights happen, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
How you see the Madrimov now, Virgil Ortiz? Because I think he's gonna beat Virgil Ortiz.
I think there's a good chance he beats Virgil Ortiz for sure. But I want to see how Virgil. I want to see the adjustments. I really believe Virgil Ortiz I really believe Virgil Ortiz can become a better fighter than. I think that Serhii Bohachuk fight, those kind of fights make fighters better. For him to come out on the other side of that fight, forget about the victory, just weathering that storm and testing himself and knowing who he is. I think that was the first time he really got an understanding of it. He just didn't have the opportunity before. Knocking everybody inside of 3 to 4 rounds doesn't give you that opportunity. Edgar Berlanga, I always compare Virgil to Edgar as far as all that success that Edgar had in those first 15, 16 fights when he was knocking everybody out. He didn't really get an opportunity to develop. And Virgil, between all those knockouts and the whole entire him almost dying from that weight cut, coming back, trying to get his confidence back, Virgil clearly feels confident right now. And I want to see the adjustments that Robert Garcia did with him. I think it's going to be a great fight. Virgil boxed in that Virgil Ortiz, in that Serhii Bohachuk fight. He boxed, man. He did all right. And I expect him to do better. I think Madrimov could definitely win this fight, but I think it's a 50-50 fight at the end of the day. Any one of them can win it. I think it's a 50-50 fight.
I just think that Madrimov is a bigger, stronger, more unpredictable version of Serhii Bohachuk. Right?
Is he bigger and stronger?
Yeah, I think he's bigger and stronger than Serhii. Serhii, a lot of his punches are arm punches. Right? It's just he has good timing. Mm-hmm. Madrimov is very awkward, right, with his delivery, and he's just more explosive with it, right? Mm-hmm. May not be as you understand, like his delivery is different. And I think that it's going to be hard for Virgil to. It was difficult for Terence Crawford to get the timing down. It's going to be even harder. Muscle Cat, what's up, family? It's going to be even harder. Arstos, what's up? It's going to be even harder for for Virgil to time those feints. He's flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Israel was just missing Terence Crawford. Just missing him. You know what I'm saying? And that was because of the hand speed and counter punch ability of Terence Crawford. He ain't got that with Virgil Ortiz. Ain't got that, man. I just don't see it. I think that's a bad matchup for Virgil.
It's going to be a hard fight. It's an Eastern European. Madrimov is definitely one of them guys. Like I said, 50-50. I don't know if Virgil wins this fight. I think he can, though. That's what I'm saying. I think he can win this fight. But no, Bohachuk is bigger. He's bigger than Israel. Whether he's strong or not, I don't know. Sir, I mean, listen, man. Sir, he's a beast of a dude. High knock, strong, bro. 24 wins, 23 knockouts. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Either way, it's going to be a tall order. It's a tall order. Virgil has been in front of a dangerous Eastern European, man. He was able to weather that storm and, you know, according to the judges, win that fight. So, listen, man, it's going to be a good fight, man. A real good fight. Probably the most competitive fight. Another fight of the year candidate fight on February 22nd. It'll be a fight of the year candidate fight, in my opinion, for 2025. And Virgil will be involved in 2 fight of the years, 2 years in a row. Because I think Serhii Bohachuk and Virgil Ortiz is the fight of the year this year. That's who has my vote right now for fight of the year.
That for sure was definitely a great fight. 1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. I just think the awkwardness, the way he times it, the feints, I just think it's going to be too much for Virgil. With his power,
yeah,
the way he can.
Virgil's going to come forward, though. He's going to come forward. He's going to have some good body shots. So he's going to come with that body campaign, and he has a good body shots. We know that. He's going to have to stop Israel from doing all that fainting and popping and jumping around. I don't think Madrimov wants to stand in front of Virgil as well. I don't think he wants to. So I think he's going to be forced to move around, be athletic. Virgil's going to try to slow him down. If Virgil is successful on his campaign to that body and working it, he's going to slow Madrimov down. And I don't know Madrimov is going to just sit there and take these shots that Virgil's going to give him. I think Virgil has a way to victory. I think him and Robert Garcia, there's a way to victory. It's not any way. He can't do it any way he feels like it. There's a way for him to do it. And if he does it, he can hurt Israel Madrimov. Madrimov doesn't want to stand in front of Virgil either, man. If he does that, and listen, we don't know what Madrimov's mind is at because he respected Terence Crawford on a very high level. He knew not to play with Terence. Does he respect Virgil the same way? Will he take chances? I've seen Madrimov fight coming forward and being that kind of fighter. That's who Terence thought was coming to actually fight him. You know what I mean? After watching video, they thought that was what it was going to be. Madrimov did something different against Terence. Does Madrimov feel like he needs to do something different in front of Virgil Ortiz? We'll find out. If he does that same jerky jumping around, doing all that, it could be a complicated night for Virgil, something that he's going to have to figure out. But if Madrimov decides to, go head up with him, we'll see what Virgil does. We'll see what Madrimov does.
I think Madrimov feel like he found something in the style that he used against Terence Crawford.
And you think he goes forward with it? He starts moving around that way?
Yeah, I think he's going to do the same thing.
I could see that. He did find success in that, man. He has every right to believe that he has to be very confident, bro, because even in a loss, he competed in a way that not many people at all have competed with Terence Crawford. People actually thought he won that fight, obviously Eddie Hearn made a big stink about it and thought let's see what he does. Great fight, though, man. I think it's going to be the best fight on that card that night. That's what I believe.
I definitely think it's going to be a great fight, and I definitely think that I just think that Virgil showed me some flaws and some holes that I feel like Madrimov, if he fights like he fought against Terence Crawford, he should capitalize. He should be able to capitalize on those situations that Virgil presented. Virgil is not as quick and responsive as Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? He's not. He don't have the IQ and the ability to box like Terence Crawford. So I just think that he don't have the reflexes like Terence Crawford. I don't think that he gets out the way of Madrimov punches, but I do think that Madrimov can get out the way of his punches where Serhii Bohachuk couldn't get out the way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting fight. I want to see. I wish I could just see some media training and see what Virgil's working on, but of course they're going to. So I just want to see the adjustments that Virgil. I just think Virgil, because of that Bohachuk fight, as crazy as it may sound to some people, this Virgil is going to be a better Virgil, man. And Virgil is a decent boxer, man, and he's a definite power punching ass Mexican. You know what I'm saying? He really knows, and his body campaign is crazy. And all that jumping around and hopping around, those body campaigns cause them dudes issues. I don't think Virgil's gonna be biting on feints and doing all that. He's gonna be just trying to light that dude up and walk him down and smother him, cutting the ring off, attacking that body, not headhunting. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be headhunting, he's gonna be attacking that body. I wonder if Terence Crawford could revisit that fight. If Terence Crawford had a rematch with Madrimov, what would his game plan be against the Madrimov that he fought? Wouldn't it be probably to go up with the body shots to attack the body a little more? You don't think so, Blue?
Say it again.
If Terence Crawford were to fight Madrimov again, right? Because keep in mind, Terence adjusted in that match. He didn't expect that Madrimov to come out. He expected another Madrimov to come out, but he had to adjust. So if he planned now and he had to fight Madrimov again, you don't think he would implement more of a body campaign against Madrimov?
Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. But the thing is, Terence Crawford has different set of reflexes and a counterpunch ability and understanding than Virgil Ortiz does. Virgil Ortiz is more straight up and down, right? He's more predictable, right? He's more vanilla with his approach. Where Terence Crawford was using angles, right? Terence Crawford was using the southpaw stance. He was giving Madrimov a reflection in the mirror, right? Where Madrimov was, trying to give him so many different looks to throw him off. Crawford was doing the same thing, right? So it made it a chess match, right? Where Virgil don't have that ability. He's just more vanilla. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do think that in a rematch, Terence Crawford would make adjustments and go to the body, invest in the body more. But he has the ability to go to the body and get out of harm's way. Right. Virgil gonna go to the body. He ain't getting out of harm's way before Madrimov respond to him.
But you think Madrimov punching? You think he punching harder than Serhii?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the power. It's the timing of it. The awkwardness, right? He's going to do it. He's going to hit Virgil with punches Virgil won't be able to brace for.
Right.
Because he'll be out of position, right? So what I'm saying is, remember when Crawford was hitting Madrimov, boom, boom, boom. Madrimov would answer right back, but Crawford would get out the way, right? In time. Right. Virgil, and another thing is, remember, this Serhii Bohachuk fight wasn't the first time we seen him hurt. He got hurt versus Maurice Hooker. He got hurt versus Mean Machine, Igis Kavalauskas, right? So we've seen him get hit.
100%. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so, especially when he's off balance or out of position, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so I think that now if Madrimov fight like he fought before he fought Terence Crawford, I give Virgil more of an opportunity. But if he fight like we last saw him fight against Terence Crawford, right, and he brings that style, right, Virgil doesn't have the reaction time to keep up with Israel.
Yeah, Virgil has to smother him. If he's going to do that, Virgil has to cut the ring off, and he has to take some chances. He has to take some real chances, but he has the power to make those chances work out for him. If he can successfully slow Madrimov down, you don't think that? I mean, if he can successfully about a fifth round, sixth round, I think he got the have Madrimov.
I was super surprised with Madrimov foot speed and ability to stay in front of Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like his ability to move around the ring and be in Terence Crawford's face was very, very shocking to me.
Yeah.
And Virgil doesn't have foot speed at all. You know what I'm saying? He's very flat-footed. He's very vanilla. You know what I mean? So if Madrimov comes in and fights like that, right? Oh, it's gonna be a long night for Virgil, bro. Because that herky-jerky awkwardness, just in and out, moving like this, it's hard to time him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Virgil can time him. I don't think that he'll be there to be timed by Virgil. You see what I'm saying? Thus making him Virgil not very active. When Virgil fought against Serhii, Serhii was fighting like Virgil. They both was just right there to be hit. You see what I'm saying? They both was right there for the pickings. Like,
yeah, I definitely can see how Madrimov wins this win this fight without a doubt. This is going to be a very competitive fight. But I don't know if he doesn't make the adjustments. But I think a Serhii Bohachuk is about the best fight you can get into to prepare yourself for Madrimov. You know what I'm saying? Like, Virgil has no excuses. Like, he's been in the ring with a very once again, not the Madrimov who fought against Terence, right? The Madrimov who fought against Terence doesn't necessarily prepare Virgil. But at the same time, Serhii was slick. He moved around. He did things. He slipped shots. He you know what I'm saying? He was in and out. He threw a lot of combinations and then pulled back out. He didn't just sit there and just slug it out all the time with Virgil. Let's see what Robert Garcia does, man. Robert Garcia did a real great job with Raul Venezuela and turning him into something else and making him adjust in the way to shock the world with Isaac Cruz. He works with Bam. Bam moves great. Bam does a lot of great stuff. And let's see what he does with Virgil. Let's see what he does with Virgil. I'm interested in seeing what happens. I think it's a bigger test than I wasn't a bigger test than Boots, but I don't know. It's not a bigger test than Boots, but I think it's a better fight. I'll say it like that.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Right.
But I just think that I don't think that he could get out the way, bro. I think that Virgil is going to be. Again, physically, can he make adjustments? No, he can't. He is who he is. He's lethargic. You know what I mean? He's slow. You know what I mean? He's flat-footed. He's powerful, and he's powerful, and he's what's the word I'm looking for? And he's technical. Right? He's technical. He's consistent, and he's powerful. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's somewhat durable, right? But on the flip side of that, he gets, when you're dealing with styles make fights. When you're dealing with this type of style, just think it's a problem.
Has Madrimov fought a Virgil Ortiz before? Let's look at his box rate. Like, who has he fought that gives him that Virgil Ortiz look? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to look. I mean, he's fought some good fighters, though, man. He's fought some good fighters. Let's see, Madrimov.
Yeah, I just don't think that.
I don't think he's fought nobody like Virgil. Let me see. Yeah, bro. He ain't fought nobody with this kind of knockout ratio. I'm looking. Yeah, nah, bro. Nope. Yeah. Let's see. Great fight, man. Great fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's going. I'm with you, Clay. When you said it's the best fight in the card, I'm with you.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very competitive fight, man. It's going to be one of those fights, and I think it's going to end in the way fight of the year candidate.
1,000%, I'm with you.
That amateur pedigree he brings is going to play its part, but this is going to be more straightforward than Terence. It's going to be more. Terence in a way played Madrimov's game with him a little bit, and it was competitive because of that. But towards the end of that fight, Terence was able to find Virgil. Virgil's not going to play the game. He's going to bet on himself. He's going to say, what I do is going to be enough. And Madrimov going to have to stop this freight train. It's going to be interesting.
1,000%. But let's get on out of here, man.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at we're going to say 3:45. Me and Clay will be here at 3:30, but tomorrow at 3:45, we'll say 4 o'clock. we're going to have the legendary, iconic Hall of Fame superstar Roy Jones Jr. in the building. So tomorrow, make sure y'all tune in at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have the legendary Roy Jones Jr. in the building.
100%.
So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all don't miss it. Y'all don't want to miss it, man. And any questions you have for Roy, prepare them right now and drop them in the super chat. We'll respond and give you and ask Roy, ask the questions that you need to be asked in the super chat. So
I got some good ones for him, bro. This is gonna be a fun one, man.
Yeah,
Roy,
yeah.
that guy, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have Roy on tomorrow, man. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, man. Again, we're gonna have the legendary Roy Jones Jr. in the building.
That's a fact.
And make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. The link is right there in the chat. Go subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. The link is right there in the chat.
Yeah, and we'll be live in the morning. So if y'all want to come check out the live in the morning,
Clay will be live in the morning, man. So salute, man, to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding us down, and showing us love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. And another thing, tomorrow we will also be discussing Jaleel Hackett. What else we was going to discuss, Clay?
What, tomorrow? Or
yeah,
what are you talking about?
Jaleel Hackett.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jaleel Hackett obviously getting robbed, but also I'm interested in your opinion in it. You know, I heard rumors about like a difficult weight cut, but then again, I heard Bernard Hackett say that the weight cut wasn't an issue, that they made weight on the first time. It wasn't an issue. So I don't know how the rumors were, but ultimately, you know, him being robbed is one thing, but also just Jaleel Hackett in general, just campaigning at 47. Is that, how do you feel about that? Should he go up in weight? This is a big kid, man. This is a big kid.
He's definitely a big kid. Should he go up in weight?
54. But how about this? Before you answer that, right? 54 is such a hornet nest, right? And he needs more experience. I think if 54 is dangerous, you know, yeah, maybe he should stay at 47, because I was thinking like 162, because 160 is wide open. You know what I mean? And he can work his way up in 160. He doesn't have to go fight a bunch of killers in 160, and he can easily, I see him, he could do 160, bro. He could do it, but at the same time, it's a big weight jump. I don't know. Is it a big weight jump? What is he walking around as? So that's what I wanted to talk about. Just basically Jaleel Hackett's weight. And obviously we know he's going back and forth with Devin right now. You know, how you might have felt about that situation. It looks like that's getting kind of crazy between him and Devin and Bernard.
You got to update me on that one.
Yeah, I'll put you up to speed on that one. I mean, Devin went on Twitter and kind of like, you know, kicked him while he was down on this loss. I thought it was kind of as far as from Devin's point of view. Salute, JR. I thought it was kind of because I was like, yo, why did you throw the shot at him? It didn't make any sense. He didn't even really lose a fight. In all reality, Jaleel Hackett won that fight. Everybody knows he won that fight. Trying to be like, you know, like he performed poorly, or I don't know what the point was. You have to assume it was something personal. But Jaleel Hackett is got gloves off, bro. He wants Devin. He wants Devin to come up to 147 and back up that talk with some work. He's even said, his father said he'll put $10,000 bet that Jaleel will knock him out in sparring. He said, we don't even have to fight in a boxing match. Let's spar. I'll put $10,000. He said that Jaleel knocks Devin out. He says he don't got to win. He says if he wins, if Jaleel just wins it off of winning, the only way Jaleel wins the bet is if he knocks out Devin. He's like guaranteeing it. That's how he feels about it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they're upset, right? So
right. They're feeling a certain kind of way.
Well, to say the least, right? They're feeling some kind of way, but that's where Jaleel's at it with Devin. I don't know. For me, yo, Devin, I just need you to get back into boxing, man. I want to see you back in the ring. I have questions that I want answered. I have boxes I want to get checked, and they won't get checked unless you're in the ring. I don't care to see you doing this with Jaleel Hackett on Twitter unless y'all gonna fight. If y'all gonna fight, that's what's up. Do whatever. But other than that, it just sounds like a big distraction to me, a big waste of time, a big bunch of unnecessary energy. And in a way, if you're not gonna fight him, it does make you look bad to be going through this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You know what it is, man. Devin just got tired of everybody got something to say about him and his career. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? So it just he gets fatigued of it, man. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes start losing and he responds. And you know, that's just my stand. I just think that he just responds because he's just like, man, he's just tired of it. You know what I'm saying? He gets tired of it.
I hear Kawhi Elliott. Like, I believe that, you know, he's upset about something Jaleel did. I believe Jaleel said something probably to do with the lawsuit or something like that. Like a lot of fighters were saying, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I just want Devin I don't care about him and Jaleel beef. I'm not defending. I don't give a damn about what the hell him and Jaleel got going on. My whole thing is just I want the focus to be where it needs to be. I want to see more. I don't see what fights he's got coming up. And then I hear him putting up that, you know, promoters and networks are blackballing him. You know what I mean? Like, clearly you got to focus on that. That's not all put together yet. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if he got a fight coming up and we know what's getting ready to happen. And, you know, I wouldn't care because I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely salute to Jaleel Hackett. I'm a fan of Jaleel Hackett. I want to see him do great things. But what do I care about those two grown men beefing with each other? Ain't my beef. I don't give a damn what the hell they got going on. But I want to see Devin Haney's focus to be in the right place, man. He has a lot. He got a lot to come back from. He's been on a long hiatus. His last performance, we know how that went. He's been dealing with a lot of adversity. He's made changes to his camp. I want to see what those things look like in the ring against some formidable opponents. He's a champion in recess. He has a career to get back to, and I want to see him get back to it.
Yeah, we want to see the best. You know, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So
let's get it done.
But yeah, let's get on out there, man. So tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be back on it, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding us down. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace.